Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another one of them things, and we got ourselves a hell of a post game right here to report. We have the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. The score is 57-48. It don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. We got a timeout. The Denver Nuggets are putting the heat on the Miami Heat right now. They might want to start waking up. You know, I can let the people know that right now. What's going down is Flight Sports. Salute to the whole chat. Everybody rocking with Flight Sports TV. You already know it. Shout out my man Mo in the chat. You already know what it is. It's going down. Can the Miami Heat recover from this? Obviously, we're going to get into some box scores and things of that nature. They are back in South Beach. They put the pressure on the on the Denver Nuggets, you know, and now it's time for the Denver Nuggets to regroup and try to answer up in Miami. You've seen the effort that the Denver Nuggets put on them, you know, in the game one. Can they replicate that in Miami? And we know there's going to be runs, you know, made and things of that nature. So don't get too upside yourself early just because you see a little jump ahead right now from the Denver Nuggets. I firmly believe that the Miami Heat will bounce back and answer, you know, the call. This is going to be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in to Flight Sports TV on this incredible evening. Game 3 basketball, NBA Finals. I mean, seriously, like, it don't get no better than this, ladies and gentlemen. So many ramifications, you know, in this basketball game. It doesn't make any sense. The first half was going tit for tat. Jokic, this man is working on a triple dub, ladies and gentlemen. Triple double Jokic, 16, 12, and 8. You got Jamal out here with 20 points. You telling me things don't travel? You know, listen, their games are traveling, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to call it how we see it. You know, we got to just keep it 100. You know, tonight we back in the 305. It is the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. Game 3 NBA Finals for all the marbles. You know, who will survive? Who will prevail? That is the $1 million question. You know, tonight we're gonna pose that to the people. We're gonna get into the Miami Heat. Of course, we got to get more production. We got Jimmy with 14. Bam with a double-double, 13 and 10. Could you ask for any more right now coming out of Bam? I don't think so. Bam is definitely, you know, putting on his some production in his own right. Now you just got to answer the call and match what's happening right now. The Miami Heat fans are ready to go berserk. You see him right there in the 305. Jokic putting a hurting on him. Triple-double Jokic. Like I said, this dude is balling. Working with Miss Triple Dub, you know. Triple-double Jokic, y'all. That's the theme of tonight. You know, it don't get no better than this, y'all. It's the finals. Who y'all think is gonna win? There's still a whole lot of time left. The game is definitely not over. You know, just keeping all the way 100 with you. Who y'all got in this matchup? It's gonna be a hell of a game, y'all. You know, there's so much things that went on today too, you know, in terms of all the basketball politics. You know, there's so much news that came out today, you know, and it all ain't been good, you know, so I definitely gonna have to get into some of that tonight. I think that's a must. But nonetheless, Jokic is working on Miss Triple Dub right now. Miss Triple Dub, Jokic. Now, let's see if they're going to answer and continue this. It's all about sustainability because we've seen these teams, both teams, get out to some runs and both teams have answered. But Miami, they just scored. It's 50-59, 9:20 to go in the third quarter. Jamal Murray with the rock picked up by Gabe Vincent. You got a screen coming with triple-double Jokic. The Denver Nuggets turn the basketball over. Strus gives it to Jimmy. Jimmy scores it. Jimmy scores it, ladies and gentlemen. It is 59-52. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jimmy Butler, 18 points, 2 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field. Jamal gives it to Jokic. Jokic pump fakes a 3 on Bam. Jokic all the way to the paint, and he scores it. That's a hell of a play from Nikola Jokic. The MVP is in full effect. It's the NBA Finals. And the Miami Heat nearly turned the basketball over. It's 61-52, 8:40 to go. Jimmy crossing half court on my man Murray. Jimmy in the mid-range. He dumps it off to Bam, and Bam scores it. So Miami is starting to find some consistent offense tonight. I'm loving it. It's 61-54 right now, 8:30 in the third quarter. Bam Adebayo, 15-point shooting, 6 of 13 from the field. Jokic in the mid-range. Jokic got the rock. Jokic pump fakes it. Jokic all the way to the cup. Jokic pump fakes off one leg and he scores it off one leg. Oh my goodness. Triple-double Jokic is in full effect. 63-54. Jokic out here on some Dirk stuff, y'all. Jokic just pulled the Dirk Nowitzki on him. Jimmy, mid-range Jimmy, and he missed it. Jimmy missed the shot. Jamal Murray has it. Jamal Murray crossing half court. Jamal is met by Jimmy. Jimmy all over Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray all the way, and he missed it. Jamal gets his own rebound, and he scores it. See, the Miami Heat can't have that. You can't have Jamal Murray getting his own rebound and scoring it or right in the paint. That's filthy. 65-54. Heat down 11. Jimmy all the way to the cup. Jokic is on Jimmy. This is going to be a great matchup. Jimmy taking him all the way to the cup, kicks it out to Kevin Love. Kevin Love for 3, and he scores it. K. Love, the veteran, the NBA Finals champion. Pay homage. This guy, Kevin Love, knows a thing or two about these games. I'm happy that they have him on the floor. Can they get some stops? Good shot by Love. You got Jamal Murray, screen and roll with Jokic. Jamal Murray. It's the finals, baby. They kick it back out to Jokic. Jokic all the way to the cup, and he makes it. Jokic is just a force. Jokic is a force, man. They can't do nothing with him. It's a 10-point game. I think Jokic starting to turn it on. And they lost. You're seeing the Nuggets turn it up now. They got Bam. They giving Bam that mid-range jumper. They like, you can have it. Gabe Vincent for 3. That could have been a foul right there. They got away with it. And Jokic gets the rebound. Jokic doing it all. Jokic getting rebounds. He getting stops. He's scoring. I mean, it's just like, what they going to do with him? And Jamal Murray, mid-range, and he missed it. And Porter is on the ground wrestling. Miami Heat, they're trying to make this game ugly. Denver, they trying to keep this pace frenetic, and run the hell out of them up here in Miami. The pace still fast in Miami. So give the Nuggets credit. This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Heat, what can they do? Can they answer the call? That's going to be the million-dollar question tonight. Can they answer the call? I think that's what everybody wants to know. That's what everybody wants to see. It's Flight Sports. You already know what it is. Who will survive this encounter? That is going to be the million-dollar question. Can they capitalize on this game? It's 67-57. A hell of a game going on right now as we speak. Some sloppy basketball. Kevin Love has the rock. He gives it to Strus. Strus kicks it back out to Jimmy. Screen and roll. Jimmy in the mid-range. Jimmy kicks it out to Kevin Love. And Kevin Love missed it. I'm about to say they're trying to hit Kevin Love up for them threes. That would have been big if he could have hit that. But it is what it is. Jamal Murray, shaking and baking. Shake and bake Jamal. What is he going to do with it? They kick it out to Aaron Gordon. And looks like Aaron Gordon is headed to the line. There's a foul. Great game going so far. Can the Miami Heat capitalize and come back? That's what I want to know. Can they get back in this game? That is the million-dollar question. You already know what it is. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Who will survive this encounter? The Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat? That's anybody's guess. I got no dog in this race. But I do want to see a good game. I don't want blowouts. I'm tired of blowouts. I want to see a nice game coming down to close the stretch. So I really don't want to see the Nuggets blow the doors off the hinges. But if they do, they do. I mean, there's nothing that we could do about the situation if they blow the doors off the hinges. Shout out to everybody rocking with Flight Sports tonight. Aaron Gordon is 68 to 57, 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Strus kicks it out to Jimmy. Jimmy in the mid-range kicks it back out to Strus. Strus with the free throw line jumper, and he bricked it. Aaron Gordon has it. Aaron Gordon coming down the paint, picked up by Strus. Double team coming. He kick it back out to Gordon. Gordon he kicked it to Murray. Oh, back to Jokic. Jokic all the way to the cup. He kicks it out to KCP, back to Murray. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Murray, 3-ball, missed it. Rebounded by Porter, and he got blocked by Strus. And he got blocked again, and Jokic tips it in. Oh, my goodness, they can't do a damn thing with Jokic. Jokic out there putting heat on him. It's 70 to 57 right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports. We got Jimmy for 3. Jimmy, like, it's time to take it upon myself, and he scores it. Jimmy always giving them timely possessions. Let's go, 10-point game. Jimmy cuts it to 10 off a big-time 3-ball. They need to keep going. You got Martin and Lowry coming. Oh, man, they keep leaving Jokic wide open. And Jokic just answers right back with a 3. Jokic playing MVP basketball. They can't do anything with him. His size, it's like they have no answer for him. Bam is getting worked. This dude Jokic putting 11 on him in the third quarter. Oh, my goodness. He just blocked Bam. Oh, my goodness. Jokic just blocked Bam. You got to be kidding me right now. Now Jokic he's straight violating right now. He rubbing it in right now. He doing this dude Bam Adebayo just straight filthy. That's what's taking place right now. This is just straight filthy. The filthiness going on right now. Oh my goodness. Jokic out here just two-waying him. Pause. We got Kyle Lowry inbounding. Kyle Lowry kicks it out to Vincent. Vincent bricked the 3. Rebounded by who else? Jokic. Jokic playing point center. Oh, my goodness. What can this man not do? Jokic is out here he's the jack of all trades. Jokic gives it out to Brown. Brown penetrating. Back to Jokic. You got a mismatch. Mouse in the house. Lowry is on Jokic. Mouse in the house. And they fouled him. They came early. Pause. They just rushed him and fouled him. It was nothing Lowry could do. It's 73-60. Vincent and Lowry double teamed them. It was barbecue chicken. It was mouse in the house. They can't have this. But they have nobody who can check this man. And that's the real problem. They have nobody who can guard him. Shout out Mo. Jokic wants his trophy. Yes. Listen, Miami want the trophy too. So I don't want to discredit Miami, but it's just right now, Jokic is the best player tonight. This is nothing. They just got to pay homage. This man got 11 points in this quarter. Yeah, he had 14 in the first half, and he damn near about to score more than that in the third quarter. What the hell are you going to do in the fourth? They're really trying to just shut Miami out. They came out here and hit Miami with a punch, and they playing their pace. Now, this is a fast pace with the Nuggets, man. The Nuggets got a team. Jimmy in the mid-range, and he scores it. Jimmy, the all-reliable one. They just need to keep finding Jimmy Butler, whether it's in the mid-range, the 3-ball, whatever. And they got to get this man some help, in the offseason. So to help out with the offense, Jimmy doing a little too much. Jokic with the ball, back to Brown. Brown has it. And Miami is in control of the basketball. Bam Adebayo taking a page out of Jokic playing point center. Kyle Lowry, they need some players. Somebody got to help with some offense. Come on, Lowry. He missed the 3. They needed that. That would have been a big 3 for Miami, but they could not get it. Back to Brown. Brown kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon all the way to the cup. Gordon gives it to Brown. Brown, he scores. Oh, my goodness. They doing them filthy. They scoring all in the paint. They doing them just straight dirty. Shout out Rap Guy Reloaded. Butler is playing within his pace. That is true. They need to turn it up a little bit. Points in the paint, that's really where they're getting violated. Bam Adebayo is getting abused. 44 to 20 something, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Bam getting done dirty. You got Kyle. Kyle gives it to Gabe. Vincent all the way to the cup. He missed it. Rebounded by Jokic, the all reliable one. KCP with the ball. We got Vincent on KCP. They coming with a screen with Jokic. I mean, KCP mid-range, and he scores it. Damn, they got shooters. Timeout, Miami, 78-62. Spoelstra, he's in a conundrum. Eric Spoelstra is in a conundrum right about now. Nikola Jokic is doing his thing, man. There's nothing that Miami could do about this situation right now. Nothing. What can Miami do to save the day? Please tell me. Please tell me what can they do, because it's looking like it's about to be a landslide out here. I thought I was going to get a game. But the problem is Miami is actually trying to get back in the game, but the Denver Nuggets continue to shut their ass out. I think that's something crazy. We got to pay the utmost homage to my man Jokic. I mean, seriously, we knew this man was a bad man. I mean, seriously, Stevie Wonder could have seen that. I mean, this dude Jokic is out here balling. I mean, we just got to call it how we see it, ladies and gentlemen. 26 and 17, y'all. Let me repeat that. 26 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists. This man is taking over the whole entire basketball floor. That's what's happening right about now. What's going on is Jokic is controlling the whole floor. He has got the floor in the palm of his hands, and he out there making stops defensively. I mean, you can't ask for nothing else. If this is a Finals MVP, if I ain't never seen one, it says slow down that pace. Let's see what happens. They trying to slow down the Nuggets pace, but that's not going to happen. The Nuggets want to run, and they know that the Heat got some older guys. Denver Nuggets, they got a lot of young wolves over there with the Brons, the Porters, and the Murrays, and these dudes getting up and down. They running, so they bringing that high altitude pace to the 305. Triple-double Jokic is in full effect. I mean, he just cooking them right now. I mean, he got a full grill. I mean, he's serving plates out there in Miami. Like I said, there's nothing that they could do. How in the hell are they going to stop this man? Tell me. It is no way that they could stop him. There's no defense. They have nobody. Bam Adebayo is getting completely outmatched. He's looking ridiculous out there on the basketball floor. I need to see more effort from Bam Adebayo. I know it's a hard matchup for you. You're not going to be able to check Jokic. We understand that. We know the issues that Jokic presents. There's a lot of pressure on him. You got the Dolphins head coach out there, Mike McDaniels. You had all the stars out there today in Miami. Miami's starting to turn up, y'all. It's going down. You got Jalen Ramsey out there, for the Miami Dolphins. You had a lot of things come down for Florida. You had something going on with Lionel Messi. You had a whole lot of things popping. Miami starting to turn up. You see the building is sold out, packed to capacity, all white. J. Cole in the building. J. Cole is at the game. All the stars is out. The stars is definitely out. Oh, DJ Khaled. You see DJ Khaled in the building. You know you're going to see Khaled. Khaled trying to get Miami going. It ain't going to happen, y'all. They're trying to, they white hot out there in Miami. That's crazy how in the Heat, everybody wearing white. It's Nuggets fans all in there. They can't do nothing with Jokic. Jokic is out here doing them filthy, y'all. I mean, he got Caron Butler in them. They rolling up their sleeves. They over there rolling up their sleeves, ladies and gentlemen. It's 78-62. Jokic with 26 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 17 rebounds, 8 assists. It don't get no realer than this. Jimmy buckets. Kicks it back. Jimmy all the way to the cup, and he was fouled by Jokic. You gotta step it up, man. Shout out Rap God. He said Heat Nation. You already know. Salute to the Miami Heat Nation. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports. We gotta pay homage to the Miami Heat. We got nothing but love for the Heat. Y'all know what it is. It's Flight Sports. Jokic tonight balling. He averaging 34 points. For this series. Jimmy just missed a free throw. They really can't. They really didn't need that. You know, they don't need to miss any free throws right now. Everything got to count. You know, so it's just don't mess yourself up more than you have to. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to mess yourself up. Yeah, I already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. I know what time it is, man. There's a hell of a game going on right now, 78-63. Who will prevail? Who will prevail is the magic question. 78-63. Miami, they trying. They trying. But it seemed like they're getting overwhelmed. They beat them once before. The Heat gonna have to pull out a gut check win next game. Zeller just damn lost the ball. There's a series of mistakes taking place right now. So I mean, they just gotta fix all that. If they can fix it, they're gonna be in good shape. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy game. Salute to the whole chat. The Denver Nuggets are just manhandling the Miami Heat. Who would have thought? I thought we was gonna get a good game tonight, but obviously that's not the case. We are getting we will say a doozy. That's what this game has been, a complete utter doozy. You know, you got Braun. Oh my good, they need to put Braun in the dunk contest. Dude, Braun out here, shit, 82-63. This dude could jump. They lied. The dude out there, he could rip the goddamn rim down. Braun with 10 points, and he perfect tonight, 5 of 5. Duncan Robinson, he hits a big time three. Good shot by Duncan. They trying to stay above water. You got my man Eric Spoelstra on one knee. Eric Spoelstra trying to get his team going. You know, when Spoelstra get on one knee, he trying to get him to work hard, and they miss it. Come on, let's go. They got to try to fight harder. They needed that rebound right there. That was ridiculous. They're giving this team second chance points. There's nothing that they could do. 24-second shot clock violation. Good defense by Miami. So they trying to answer the call for Eric Spoelstra. You know, the Denver Nuggets, this is a tough team. Let's see if Miami could get a run. You know, basketball is a game of runs. We got to understand that as well. You know, so if the Miami Heat, you know, could pack together a nice run, let's see what happens. You know, maybe they could jump out the gate. But who knows? I don't know. It's 82-66. We got Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets scores it. Good play right there. 68-82. Uh-oh, Miami has answered the calling. Miami is answering the calling. Jimmy Butler is balling, y'all. Jimmy has came back to the party. And they have cut it. This dude Spoelstra needs to whatever he's doing, they need to keep doing it. You know, because the Miami Heat have answered the call. They're playing with a much better pace. Give credit to Jimmy. Jimmy has got the Heat on the rise. If you're a Denver Nuggets fan right now, they're probably not concerned. They're probably very high on their high horse. But this is a tough team to play. Oh, you got Future out there. Future in the building. You got all the stars is out. Everybody out tonight at the Heat game. You got I seen Khaled, Future, the whole nine. They waving white towels out there in Miami. It don't get no better than this. The white hot Miami Heat balling. Like I said, it's crazy. There's so much stuff going on in basketball. Like I said, after this game, there's a lot to discuss, man, because there's so much happened, you know, from Zion to everything, you know. So let's see who prevails in all of this. The Denver Nuggets, they putting a hurting on them right now. It's like they got to slow down. That's how filthy they're doing them. I mean, they seriously got to slow down. They're just doing them completely dirty. Pause. You know what? Yeah, man, it's flight sports. You know, you already know what it is. Salute to the whole chat right now. The Denver Nuggets is hurting them. CWE says y'all saw CP3. Yeah, man, that shit was filthy. CP3 got waived. I mean, that's crazy. But I mean, we seen something like that coming. We can't act like we shot. You know, CP3 is over. You know, in so many words, in my humble opinion. It's only so long all of this was going to take place. My man says Kyrie to Phoenix. We got to see. We don't know that just yet. That's gonna be funny to see if that could happen though. CP3 to Detroit. Well, let everything start to ensue. A lot of people saying Detroit. Now CP3 trying to win a championship, man. You think he's trying to go to Detroit? Oh, man. We gotta be realistic. We gotta be realistic. He's not leaving. I don't know. Woj was saying something crazy. I'll talk about this real quick, but Woj was saying something crazy about that, where they said basically they might try to let him go and bring him back and all this, that, and the third. So let's see if all that take place. You know, are you confident that they could pull something like that off? That's what I want to know. That seemed like a long shot, but I mean, it is what it is. So much going on right now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in this Flight Sports. Shout out CW. He says Ayton and CP3 didn't like each other. Man, Ayton was just the guy that was getting railroaded. They're gonna find a new home for him. They probably gonna try to see if they can unload him. You know, he cool with the Pacers. See, they got Frank Vogel in there. I wonder if they're trying to get Turner. You know, they might be able to pull a move for Turner. He cool with the Pacer organization. You know, shit. He was the last coach that did anything for him. So we gotta call it how we see it. Straight up. Miami is trying their best. They're putting their best foot forward. It's 82-68. You got Jokic tonight working with Miss Triple Dub with 26 points, 18 rebounds. I mean, this dude got more rebounds than people got points. And you know he's gonna get that last assist, so he'll finish with a triple-double. But will it be enough to hold off the red hot or the white hot Miami Heat? You know, that's gonna be the $1 million question, you know, that we pose, you know, to everybody. You know, because it's not gonna be easy for both teams. Both teams truly got their work cut out for them. I think we both can acknowledge that. You know, it's not easy for both teams, and they're both being challenged in their own right. So I definitely want to let y'all know all that as well. So I'm excited to see what takes place, but I'd be lying to you if I had, you know, enough confidence that Miami could pull this off. I don't know, when do you go to the drawing board if you Spoelstra? You know, the Denver Nuggets go back up 82-68. At what time do you pull a plug, you know, and say, you know what, let's throw the towel in. Let's try to get game 4. Let's put all our chips into game 4. I think if they do that, listen, they got to find an answer for Jokic. And a lot of people feel like it's over anyway. There's no way they're going to win any more games due to, you know, them losing, you know, that last game. So I'm pretty sure they're just super hyped right now, man. You know, they're just ready to take them out. It's like you can't, it says, I'm looking at CP3. I'm getting notifications right now all day about Chris Paul. Now I'm getting more. They tell, of course, the Lakers is him with LeBron. That's like always going to be the number one destination for him. You know, in my humble opinion. But I mean, it is what it is. Where else can you see CP3 headed? I think that you got to broaden the horizon. I think that Phoenix, he might want to cut his losses. I think Phoenix want to move in a different direction. But could they waive him and bring him back at a cheaper rate? Because it seemed like Woj was talking like that earlier. I don't know if y'all picked that up or I may have misheard something or what, but something truly is going on with that. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you. Something is happening. The Miami Heat are trying to answer the calling. You know, they cut it to 12. You know, let's see if they can come back in this game. It won't be easy. Shout out Rap God. You know, we're gonna find out what happens with the Phoenix Suns. Because you can't just let go of everybody and then, Now it's just CP3 and Booker. No, I mean, pardon me. Now it's just Booker and KD. So what you gonna do now? That's gonna be the question. What are they gonna do now? If they flop now, who you gonna blame? There's no more blame, guys. CP3 need to try to get down to Miami and help out Jimmy. Jimmy gonna need some help. Every time the Heat try to make a run, the Nuggets just stifle them. So we working on the doozy tonight. It's 84-70. It's 10 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. I want to know who's going to survive this matchup. And the Denver Nuggets tonight, they got way better production off that bench too. I mean, I'm looking at the Miami Heat bench production. I mean, you only have Martin with 8, Robinson with 3, Lowry 2, Zeller 0. They don't really have no bench. Spoelstra don't play that many people. But he's got a little rotation here. But like I said, guys is tripped out, man. Telling they need Udonis Haslem gonna have to give another one of them speeches. It's 16. They up 16, y'all. It's 86-70. UD got to come back and deliver another speech. That's just what's got to happen. Who want to see UD give another speech? I mean, seriously, because that's what it's gonna take. I know they're trying to send Haslem out there with a championship, but I don't know. This ain't gonna be easy. This will not be an easy encounter. Shit is wild out here, man. The NBA Finals has been a tripped out occasion. It's just been going back and forth. And now it seems like the Nuggets have really just figured some things out here. Let's see what happens. It's 9:30 in the fourth quarter. Heat is up. Shout out William Godfrey. He says, yeah, but we know it was KD Booker final say. Well, I mean, that too, and along with the owner. They let go of my man. He basically, what was it? Pardon me. My man Monty was really his guy, but they brought in new people and they're going to build around these guys. And Chris Paul was making a lot of money, so you got a guy they don't really believe that can hold it down, and he's making damn near max money. If not, the contract is crazy. So if they could let that contract go, bring in some more, now they could be competitive. They still gonna be in trouble because Devin Booker take a lot of stupid shots. They got to work on their shot selection. It's a lot of things like that they do that shoot themselves in the foot. You trying to shoot over 4 people. They really need to work out an offense. Probably either get a point guard or really work on their offense. That's what I believe needs to take place. Better shot selection is key. Otherwise, they screwed, in my opinion. Suns' new owner ain't playing no games. Nah. Robert Sarver was too cheap. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't following Sarver like that, like religiously, but I do know that, it is what it says. CP3 is begging to stay. I heard about that. I'm pretty sure that he do. He probably said he'll come back for less money. I mean, who the hell want to leave? I mean, that's a good situation. And like I said, Chris Paul, he been bouncing around. So there's only so much bouncing around the league you're going to be able to do. He's got to find some sort of home. He's becoming a journeyman for crying out loud. The Denver Nuggets is working on a 20-point deficit right about now. They got their foot all over them. It's 88-70. It's getting nasty. I must acknowledge. It's starting to get nasty out here. 8:45 to go. The Heat have answered. It's 72-88. So they trying, but it's too much, man. The Nuggets, man, this offense, man, this high-powered offense is just posing to be a little too much. This dude Jokic got 30 and 20. 30, he gonna finish with 30, 20, and probably 15. 30, 20, and 10. He's still sitting on that 9 assists. I guess he's waiting to do that at the right time. I don't think he cares about that. I think this triple double just happening. I don't think he going out there, hunting down the triple doubles. I think the way this team is constructed is just best suited for him. For Jokic, it's 87. It's 87. Pardon me, to 70. It's 9:19 to go in the fourth quarter. So it's just a crazy a crazy situation going on right now. 8:45. Let's see who. Goddamn, pardon me. I got 93-72. My bad to refresh. This is a crazy, crazy game. It's about all she wrote. Like I said, once you go to 21, it's over. So now is the question is, will it be a gentleman's suite? I think that's going to be the $1,000,000 question. Are they about to straight up give them the gentleman's suite? That's what I want to know. How far this is going to go in terms of, the way they're going to do this team, because Miami beat them on their home floor. So Miami rolling in with a whole lot of confidence. So you got to stop them, while you're ahead. And give credit to Mike Malone. I don't think sometimes he get lost in the shuffle, but he's did a good job. So give him credit. The Nuggets have answered. And they looking like, obviously tomorrow you're going to hear the talk of, oh man, they about to straight up violate. It was about to be a clean sweep. Just not too long ago, they was just singing the praise of, the Miami Heat, but that's neither here nor there. You know what they're going to do, so it is what it is at the end of the day. Miami just need to make sure they regroup. Shout out Basil. He's a diehard Nuggets fan. He was discussing all of that, that he had the Nuggets going all the way up anyway, and I guess that's what it kind of looked like that right now. The Miami Heat got beat down tonight. It's truly unfortunate, that they suffered like this. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Rap guy said it feels like a Game 7 series. This is wild. It don't make no sense. Shout out to Nikola Jokic, balling tonight, doing like really just controlling the floor like a leader. I don't think he get enough credit for everything that he brings to the table, because he plays for the Nuggets. Could you imagine if he played for like for the Lakers or something like that? Like a much more known franchise. What do you think Jokic will be at? I think Jokic could use, obviously he's not leaving Denver, but it'd be nice to see him in a bigger city. I think we all could agree with that, in my humble opinion. But we're on a commercial break right now. So it's crazy. Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. How confident are you in Nikola Jokic tonight? Just balling, just straight hurting them. Give major props to the Denver Nuggets tonight. They deserve all the praise. 93-72. It's a great game. Great game, man. They tried to answer the call, but obviously didn't go down. They got Carmelo in commercials. Carmelo already getting his retirement going. They showing Carmelo. Let's see what Carmelo gonna be like, in retirement. It looks like he mentoring kids. They got Carmelo in a commercial for Dick's Sporting Goods with Jordan. So Carmelo's still gonna be involved. Shout out Melo, man. You already know what it is. That was a hell of a commercial, actually. So, yeah, man, this is a crazy game tonight. The Denver Nuggets balled out. They truly answered them. They matched their intensity. There's really nothing that the Miami Heat could have done tonight to change the outcome of this game. But it is what it is, y'all. Unbelievable performance. This made absolutely no sense tonight. I would have definitely have liked to seen a much better effort, from these guys, but we just didn't see it for whatever reason. This doesn't make no sense. Miami, they accomplished a lot even getting to this point. We got to give them credit there. Nobody would have believed that Miami would have even been in the NBA Finals. So let alone won a game, put pressure on them, and to be right now at home, they just got to make sure that they answer the call on Friday. Sometimes you got to throw in the towel. This dude Braun balled out tonight. He got 15 points. They got a lot of production from their bench, and that's something that the Heat is going to have to look into for themselves. You know, the Denver Nuggets is up 21. While you got a big three by Lowry, the veteran, the NBA champion, 75-93. Let's see if the Miami Heat can sustain themselves and make a run. I truly doubt it. And the Nuggets turn it over. We've seen stranger things before. Don't tell me we about to see something crazy. You know what happens? They start making mistakes. Yo, Lowry make this. Lowry, he missed it. Oh, good rebound. Oh, I guess UD might have made one of them speeches. Yeah, Bam out of body. They giving better effort. That's another thing. The Heat got to give better effort. Good shot by Kyle Lowry. The Heat, they trying, man. They put themselves in a serious hole. You think they're gonna be able to come back from that much down? I don't know. I really don't know about that. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy in the mid-range. Jimmy post up. Gives it to Bam. Bam out of bio. He missed it. Damn, that's an ugly shot. Now you got to be able to make that. I mean, that's a 15-footer. That's just like that's supposed to be a bucket. You know, that's supposed to be in the bag. You can't mess that up. That's too big. 93-75. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jokic kicks it out. Jokic all the way to Brown. Back to Bam. Bam dribbling, crossing half court. Kicks it back to Jimmy. Jimmy Butler. Post up. Jimmy posting up on Murray. Jimmy kicks it out to Bam. Bam out of bio. Back to Jimmy. Uh-oh. Jimmy, big time screen. Jimmy kicks it out to Gabe Vincent. Deep three. He missed it. Rebounded by Bam. Bam got it. Jimmy got it. Jimmy all the way to the cup on Braun, and he missed it. But another rebound by Bam. Bam with a putback, and he scores it. So give credit to the Miami Heat, man. They trying to give the effort that's going to be needed. But it's all about, can they get in? Shout out my man Devastated in the building. What's good?
What's up, Flight? What's good?
I can't call it, man. What's your thoughts on this game, man? The Miami Heat, they came out a little flat tonight.
Well, you know how it go, man. Shit. They hit Denver on the chin in game 2, so I don't know if anybody's surprised that Denver is actually opening the can of whoop in the fourth quarter. So, yeah. Go ahead and get ready for the next game, I guess.
Right. At what point was supposed to pull the plug?
Yeah. Yeah. How long do you leave him in? Because that Brown kid is working Butler like, yo, get out the way.
Yeah. It don't make no sense. Quiz says, nah. Yeah. Shout out Quiz. Salute to everybody in the chat. This has been a crazy game. What's good, Quiz?
Hey, what's shaking, Flight? What's up, Devastating?
Quiz, what's good?
Chilling, man. You watching this ass whipping?
Yeah. Finally got a chance to catch a full quarter.
Straight foot to that ass. My goodness.
Yeah, they're putting the belt to him, man.
Is Joker gonna get 30-20?
Yeah. Hey, you know something devastating? I actually came on here because I was looking for dictionary decks. I got some smoke for him. I hate to be the one to tell you I told you so, brother. People keep on trying to say, Flight, you hear it too. They say, well, you know, all you got to do is to stop Joker. I told them that Joker's going to have 10 assists this game, but I didn't say he's going to grab 20 boards. You ain't stopping him. I
didn't expect that.
If he has a 4-assist game or a 6-assist game, man, people need to stop.
You can live with that. Other teams can live with that.
Yeah, they can live with that, but the thing is, like, people act like you can stop, like you can't, like a person who knows how to pass and gets others involved, like they're going to be able to do that. Some nights they might not be on. That's why they call averages. So somebody might have what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's shaking? Who's that?
This is Zen, man. You got to tell me why people are panicking after Denver just won 7 games in a row in the playoffs, bro.
That's why I came on here. I'm like, where's Dictionary Dex? He was talking about the last time we was on here. Tell me if I'm correct. I don't know if you were on here, Zen, but he was talking about, the Nuggets should be panicking. Go, I'm
Are
like,
you
panic.
kidding me? They lost by
Panicking
3.
for what?
They lost by 3 points.
And they
And they
almost
won 7 games in a row.
And they
Yeah.
outscored them in the last 2 minutes by a lot
Right.
in that last game. I mean, they were down by
Calm
like
down.
12 at 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, they turned Jokic into a scorer. He scored 41 points on you on 25 shots. That's what you want? That's what you want? No, that's not what you want. Don't tell me that's what you want. Bullshit.
You know what it is
This
though,
is-
Zen, is because people love narratives. Like when a team play, like sometimes players don't play as good as they play other teams. Then they start saying it's just like that Lakers series. Oh, we found an answer.
Oh, yeah.
Hachimura. That's all we gotta do is put Hachimura. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
All of these damn mystery answers that people come up with.
There's just no solution for Nikola Jokic until he's ready for there to be one.
Not at all. And also think about it, like, oh yeah, all we got to do is shut down the others. Well, guess what? Jamal Murray's out there putting his foot to y'all ass too.
Yeah, he ain't letting that go. That motherfucker went to Kentucky. He ain't playing with you.
That's the difference between great players and basic players like the Heat have. These Heat players catch fire every once in a while, but they're gonna go back and revert to being exactly who you thought that they were.
I got to tell you, fellas, the best matchup we're going to see in the next 5 years is Giannis versus Jokic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's going to be the best matchup we see.
And I like that because those are two players I think who could play any era of basketball because there's certain things that don't change. I don't know why people think that certain things in basketball change. Like, I love all of the high three-point shooting. You know, we shoot 1,000,001 threes. That's all cool, but you got to get your guaranteed buckets too. And when you got guys like Joker and Giannis who can just score a bucket.
It's
Giannis
cool if you
might
can
not
do
be
it.
as skilled as some of these dudes, but tell me if I'm wrong, Zen. Any given night, you look at Giannis, he's dropping 36. Am I correct or am I capping?
Oh, it's easy money for him. He's
Any
getting
given
36 on 20 shots.
Any given night, right or wrong, Devastate. Any given night, you turn the TV on when Giannis is playing, he dropped 36.
Yeah,
Easy
36
money.
effortless without
And I'm
even
telling you,
sweating hard. Like he ain't got to really work for it. Yeah.
Paulo Banchero is going to be just like that. Just like that. Watch. 20 points, 36, 20 shots, 36 points, walking off the court, no sweat.
I mean, I like Banchero. I thought he had a phenomenal first season as a player. He showed me in the first year already that he's definitely go-to material. And a go-to player, man, is a special player in the NBA. Because most of these dudes ain't going to be go-to players. Let's be real.
From the gate. But Joker, you said Joker had 20 rebounds?
Joker got 20 rebounds. He got a triple-double in this joint.
Already. How much time left in the game?
Tons.
I'm not walking the dog.
So I got less than 5 minutes. It's 95-81. Miami trying to put just like I would say like a moral victory, but they got beat down tonight. They're not trying to give a moral victory. Some BS stuff like try to put up a fight. It's over.
How deep they go in the rotation? Did they stick with the 7-man rotation? I heard
they got
Brown
9. I seen 9 deep. I don't know about the Nuggets. I know that they went 9 deep for Miami. Let me see.
The Nuggets played the same 8 players they've been playing.
8 is more than they've been playing. They've been playing like 7.
Nah, they've been playing 8. They get the
true.
only plays they get is you got
Braun
your
and Brown and Brown and who?
Brown and Green.
The colors.
Yeah. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. That's dope, though. Yeah,
and it's 2 Browns on there?
Well, one of them is Braun.
Braun, okay.
The white boy is Braun, and then you have Bruce Brown.
Isn't Braun just
Green.
Dutch for Brown? I think Braun is Dutch for Brown.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yep.
We
get Jaylen Brown in this series, and we got a lot of shit going on.
I got my linguistical education from the movie Pulp Fiction, so I do know that that it is what is it? The
Big Mac.
Yeah, not Le Big Mac. And the Grand Royale. Royale with cheese. I know that.
Royale with cheese. That's my shit. It sounds like everybody in a good mood tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just sitting here chilling. I was like, man, let me go find dictionary decks just to, just to give him a hard time because he's over here. The Nuggets need to hit the panic button. The Heat, like, come on, man. And people's making a prediction. I predicted this to be a gentleman's sweep. The Heat got that one off in Denver. And
yeah, I was surprised.
I've got nothing against Miami. I got Miami. I was wearing a Miami jersey. But here's the thing. I didn't put on my Miami jersey and my Miami hat tonight. It was so crazy. Ironically, that last game, devastating. I was watching that game and I took a look at myself. I'm like, oh, I'm wearing Heat shit today.
Rocking Nuggets. I got my Nuggets hat.
Listen, I'm the reverse of Marquise. You know what I mean? We got Toxic T. Shout out to Toxic T. I'm reverse Toxic T. If I wear a team's uniforms, they coming through.
That's what's up.
That's why I made sure I ain't wear that shit today. That's the secret to everything in sports. If it was only that easy, right, Zen?
Yes, sir.
So will Joker have the top selling jersey in the league after all the ceremony? No. Kids don't want to go out. They don't want to go to the gym and be like Joker.
No.
Joker's cool, but Joker isn't. Joker's
He ain't that cool.
He ain't cool at all.
God damn.
You gotta understand something devastating. We gotta have a real conversation. And I know a lot of people can't stand it. It's like we just go back and take a look at like Michael Jordan. There's a difference between being a good player and being a sexy
Even
player.
if you didn't play
being
basketball.
A marketable player.
Yeah. You ran out and got a Jordan jersey.
Even sexy. That's why when I hear these ridiculous conversations, I heard somebody, you know that dude Mars, right? I know you know Mars.
Yeah,
He's
crazy
the most
Mars.
ridiculous fool ever. He's over here talking about Scottie Pippen is better than Michael Jordan. Ain't nobody went out and got no Scottie. Scottie Pippen sold a couple jerseys. Go look at his jersey.
Yeah.
Couple sneakers.
Yeah. The flights, actually.
Yeah,
Nobody
but then guess whose name was on the side of his shoes?
Come on, Zen.
Air.
Zen, let me ask you a question.
It is air, though. It is air.
Zen and Devastating.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you all a
What's
question.
up?
Let's go back in the time machine. Y'all owned a pair of Scottie Pippens?
Nope.
Actually, I
Exactly.
did.
A lot of people did.
I mean, late. I mean, he's me and him from the same state.
It was
All
dope.
right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front like them Pippins wasn't dope.
Yeah.
He was rocking.
You know what was fire though? I'm gonna tell you what was fire. Them Barclays, and they be hating on Barkley. Crazy. Barkley was.
It was a lot of people that had those.
Barkley
I didn't have none, but I seen them all over wherever court I went to. I mean, it was at least one guy that had them.
Yeah,
every
Barkley
court.
was popular, but Barkley was a good player. He was a sexy player too.
Yeah, coming out. Yeah.
I mean,
Even the Nuggets logo is Jordan on their pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just seen it just a second ago. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell people. People don't realize that man Michael Jordan is eating, man. He's different than a lot of these dudes. That man is a fucking icon. Leave that man alone. He is a legit icon.
I know I ain't trying to get into that Heat thing tonight. I know it's gonna happen sooner or later because it always does. But yeah, I wish the current generation would respect them a little more.
I mean, just respect people in general. You know how much appreciation I get. I go back every now and then, and like I was actually
shout out to Bills on his Nuggets. Go ahead.
To share with you something crazy, and I was
pause.
The other day. I went to I was checking out some live concert series, man. I saw Prince's live concerts, man. Are you kidding? That man was smoking. I don't care what generation that you in.
I still got my tickets to January 25th, 85, Memphis,
oh,
Tennessee.
My goodness.
Yeah,
you saw that
Rain.
man live? Come on.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Sheila E. open with the fishnets. Yeah.
Come on. You know the thing is so
with
crazy?
with the lighted snare sticks.
Right. Now let's be
I ain't
serious.
never been to nothing but a hip hop show.
Shit.
Except a couple. I've been to one or two R&B joints, but mostly hip hop.
Nah, I've been to a Janet Jackson concert. Janet Jackson is crazy.
Yeah, I had
R&B was club.
Velvet Rope in '94.
Those tickets
with
Jordan is on the next level though.
Yeah, on Jordan's birthday. The Janet Jackson concert was on Jordan's birthday in '94.
Yeah, the one in the Garden. You went there?
It was in Chicago though.
All right. I'm from New York. I went to see her in the Garden. It was crazy.
Yeah, same tour though. Yeah, same tour.
It probably was.
Yeah.
That's when she was doing. I don't remember the year, but she was doing all of that. Love Will Never Do Without You. All that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Janet Jackson's one of the greatest performers ever in history of music. She had one of the greatest performances. Her, Prince, and Michael Jackson, I think, had the greatest performances probably.
Can
of
we talk
anybody.
about something important, y'all?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
He went on
what's
a
going on
Prince
with
rant.
what's going on with your man Zion Williamson? Now I
don't know.
I think I got this story wrong earlier, but what had happened was
all right.
He got his girlfriend impregnated.
Right. His girlfriend, the ex-stripper, mind you.
And his side chick, the porn star, got pissed off and blew him up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the videos everywhere.
But the porn star was really messy because she shared all of their private messages and all of that stuff.
Oh, the videos out there.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know, man. It's still kind of questionable, Zen, because I don't know who he was really claiming, but we know that he's claiming the chick with the baby now because he put the video out there with him talking about your daddy and mommy love you. Like, I don't know, man.
Don't matter who you're claiming. It matters who you're clapping.
Only thing I know,
clapping them cheeks.
Only thing I know I can confirm for 1,000% certainty is that Zion Williamson is out there thought cuffing. He's out there straight up thought cuffing. And
is anybody surprised?
These dudes don't look at porn stars like we used to.
Who's surprised about that move?
I am. I thought he would have better sense than to mess with porno stars.
Better sense,
star, but he was talking about moving her out. Listen, Zen,
flying her out
I don't know who the main chick is or who the side chick is. All I know is that once he got the chick pregnant, he started claiming her and acting like they love each other. But how much? Like, come on, man. We all know he's out there thought cuffing. Both of them chicks is thoughts.
See, part of this is a result. What is this a part of the result of? This is a result of having more time off the court than on.
And both of these chicks is crazy older than him. He just got finished getting. Come on, you think that these dudes would learn something from Brittany Renner?
Professionals.
Come on.
Speaking of Brittany Renner, she got Shaquille O'Neal, y'all. Brittany Renner got Shaquille O'Neal.
She got Shaq?
She got Shaq on a date. They got pictures.
Uh-oh. Shaq's thirsty. Shaq got money. He's just trying to get some. You already know what it is.
What's the
date? You know that Shaq's what's the date on the pictures?
Hold on. You know
Shaq's the shit just dropped today. It's trending right now.
You know Shaq's in Omega, right? So you know I gotta tell you something about the Q dogs, man. They don't call them dogs for no reason.
Right.
I know, right? They some
down south dogs. LSU dogs.
Like the big offensive lineman, Q dogs.
Yeah.
He knows he's giving it up. He ain't stupid. He gonna get what he need to get out of that situation. And get going.
So this was recent? Are they saying?
Yeah, this is now. It's trending right now.
Oh, okay.
So this is picture, everything out there. Man.
You talking about the Zion situation?
Nah, Shaq is dating PJ Washington's baby mama.
What?
Brittany Renner.
Oh, all right. That's your kind of wave.
Well, when you take them out in public, that's a whole. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, where'd you see this at?
Twitter. It's trending right now.
Nigga, send it to me.
Go on Twitter and hit trending.
I'm out walking the dog, yo.
Right, just hop on Twitter and type in Shaq. You'll see it.
outside.
Down goes Shaq, y'all.
What the hell is going on?
Hold on a second. You think he's really dating her, Zen, or do you think he just took her out like, you know?
Would he be seen in public otherwise with her?
I know, right? It's crazy. You can't really be seen in public with these hoes.
No.
I'm using the internet. I'm using the internet to watch the game, so I'll watch it after the game.
The Heat over here fighting for their lives.
They
cut it down to 9, and I mean they just got a crazy favorable foul. I'm a little bit ahead of you, Flight. I'm at 119.
Okay.
That's cool. I can deal with the delay.
It's 103-94. They just called Jamal Murray for an offensive foul with an elbow to the chin of Caleb Martin, which he earned that foul for sure. Duncan Robinson,
like, am I gonna have to get off the bench?
Duncan Robinson been hitting these threes. That's how they got back in it. But I think it's too little, too late.
That's right. Is Jokic on the bench, or is he in the game?
Hold on. I gotta see. They're about to go to the free throw line. I think the Nuggets got a rebound from a missed shot from from Bam Adebayo. They're playing a bunch of replays. I'm gonna find out what the situation is in a second.
I don't think he was out there.
Situation is nasty. That's
Yeah, because I think the Nuggets are like they're just trying to
is
cruise control
over.
and get this game over with.
Yeah.
The Heat having some of their reserve units too. Duncan Robinson. Joker's not out there. Oh, Joker's out there. He's at half court.
Okay.
But this game is over. Caldwell Pope just hit a free throw. It's 104-94 in favor of the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Caldwell Pope taking his second free throw. Nails that one as well. 105-94 Nuggets favor. Heat ball, 113 left in the game. Heat need to do whatever they're going to do. You doing something, my nigga? We'll do it now.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Joker got the rebound. He's got, I don't know how many rebounds he got. He probably got like 23, 24 rebounds. Yeah.
Man, he got 20 plus rebounds. This is straight dirty.
I stopped counting at 20. It was already over. White flags was waving.
Yeah, that's a new category. Triple doubles with 30 and 20 at least.
Come on, Joker be going crazy. And I wanted to bring this point up because a lot of these people they misconstrue time frames. Like that's the reason how time machine basketball doesn't really work that well. The game now is so open. Think about it. Back when Dennis Rodman was playing, man, you didn't have three dudes grabbing 30 rebounds or 20 rebounds. You know what I'm saying, Zen? You look at the NBA now, man, you got a bunch of dudes who's grabbing 16, 20 rebounds. Why? Because you're shooting a lot more three-pointers. There's a lot more long rebounds. And there's less people who actually occupy space. Like there are less shot blockers. There's less, you know what I mean?
More specialization.
Yeah, like even if you think about the old Celtics when you had Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish out there, man, them dudes is you just not getting rebounds on that team. They got dudes out there who's gonna be under there. They're gonna block shots. You just can't go into the paint like that. So there's just a lot more rebounds to grab now.
That's why Memphis missed Steven Adams so much. I mean, he doesn't do anything but rebound and protect. And that really changed that series tremendously.
Why is Butler on the bench biting his nails?
Because he's nervous. He's where's Dictionary Dex at? He talked about the Nuggets being nervous, man. He should be nervous. They've been playing over their head this entire postseason.
What's up, man?
He's been here before.
Yeah, well, he might not be here again.
Yeah, dude will be 34 pretty soon, yo.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler ain't no spring chicken.
Yeah, that window gonna close up.
What do you think about Dame Dollar? Says he wouldn't mind playing in Miami.
I don't care as long as we get some defense. Send me Bam and plus.
They'll probably send you Kevin Love.
That ain't gonna work. Dame's contract is how much is Dame's contract?
Yeah, Dame got some money. They'll probably send you Tyler Hero though. I mean, if I were them, I'd send you a Tyler Hero.
Nah, it's Bam or bust. It's Bam or keep stepping.
Yeah,
and I need a whole lot more compensation than Bam too. You might need to send me Bam and Tyler.
That's not an even trade.
Money wise, it is. Dame is $50 million a year now. He'll be $60 million a year in 2 years.
Yeah.
That matches money wise.
Bam ain't got no $60 million a year coming in after 2 years.
Nah, but if you add Bam and Tyler together, you might get Dame.
Oh snap! We got a UD sighting. What the hell is going on with UD's head?
We gotta get UD. I know we need a UD.
Y'all let me get in for
I wanted to see UD. I told y'all.
UD, just cut it all off, brother, please. I don't know what's
going on. You got one more game
head.
in Miami. You got one more game in Miami.
So what was that shirt that Dwayne Wade got on? What is that?
Something zesty. Come on now. You know, some zesty South Florida shit.
God damn, man. That look like some Michael Jackson shit.
No, Mike's shit actually wasn't even as zesty as that. That's more zesty than the shit Mike was wearing.
Yeah, that's some more ready for the world shit.
That's
definitely
like
zesty.
Only thing he needed, you know what he should have put on underneath that shirt he got on? He should have put on that Michael Jackson from Billie Jean the Beat It video where he was in the bed. Remember that little that little
with all them crazy
sky blue with
designs.
pink
Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
yeah.
you need to have one of that. We need to have that shirt underneath there. That'd be perfect for the shit that he
But
got.
yeah, that was some Ready for the World shit he had on. I think that's about as close as I can get.
Hell yeah.
Talking
That's
about oh
crazy.
Sheila.
Yeah.
Yo, my brothers, man, I fucks with y'all heavy, man. We have good conversations up here on Flight.
Nah, that's facts, man. I fuck with everybody, all y'all, man.
So they talking about a Tyler Hero comeback next game.
They need fucking Superman.
Yeah, game 3.
Tyler, is he coming back?
Yeah, he
3.
worked out. He worked out already. He already worked out.
Wait, this was game 3. So he's
Yeah.
coming back a game later
Next
than what they expected. Yeah.
Well, Denver got home court back. I the thing I didn't tell you guys when it was the even when it was like what they get it down to 9, like the crowd had already pretty much started clearing out. This game,
Yeah, they hit the parking lots early. Jeez,
it was done.
fucking 4 minutes.
South Beach is like that though, man. There's other shit to go on in South Beach. I lived in South Florida, so when shit's like this, it's just like those Dolphins crowds. You know what I mean? Like, man, I ain't sticking around for this bullshit.
Sometimes you be mad.
Yeah, man. I'm about to hit up Wet Willie's and get some hoes.
Exactly. Fuck this.
I'm go to Club Live. What the fuck is going on now?
Told y'all the heat made me form out the motor in September. Mad
I'm
as
about
fuck.
to hit my yacht and get some margaritas going or some shit.
Yep.
Go to the salsa spot.
You know you mad when you pay good money for good tickets and there's 6 minutes on the clock and you like, fuck this shit.
It's time to get the hell out the building.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck that traffic. I'm not trying to deal with that traffic shit. I got places to go.
Miami traffic is crazy.
Miami traffic is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Especially
what about Portland traffic? Man, traffic is
it's horrible around the motor. They got a terrible setup around the motor.
Who the hell want to be in traffic?
But hold on, Flight.
I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chicago, and y'all talking about fucking traffic.
Yo, traffic was something else. They were saying the drive. We was in Long Island. They said it was gonna take like maybe 2.5 hours to get to the city if we drove.
Oh,
I said, what the
hell
fuck?
yeah!
I said, no, it should never used to be like that.
Because it's only one way to come from Long Island. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn. I said,
and it only got 2 lanes, so you know what I mean?
It only take like 30, 40 minutes to get to the city.
Yo, I used to hate the Long Island Expressway. That shit is terrible.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
You be out there for real, but
like,
to be real with y'all,
nobody wanted to drive out there. They said, "Damn, I gotta drive. We gotta get in all that damn traffic." I'm like, "That's true."
Let's keep it a bean though. Traffic is always terrible. Sporting events, that shit just adds to it. I remember going to Yankees games, and it's like, hot damn, it take you 3 hours just to
getting out the building. Street. I was gonna say that a lot of them they get on people for leaving the building early, but you gotta think about it. If you leave as soon as the game over, getting out the building is gonna be crazy. Like just getting out. Minutes. Don't worry about the traffic. Just getting out.
Yep. Right. Don't have to pee.
The Chicago Cubs. The way their stadium is made, it's like as soon as you walk out the gate, you're on the sidewalk across the street like a regular neighborhood. There's no open parking lot area.
That's
like that, right? Like that.
Where do people park? In parking lots?
Shit.
That's an old ass stadium.
You're right. A motherfucker got a parking space behind his building. You want to park here?
Yeah.
Or no? Or get a ticket.
That's
$100. Yeah.
Yep.
Most people pay it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, and you would pay it too, because you like, yo, I'm not trying to like, you serious? Like, I don't know if you live in New York. If you go to like Yankee Stadium,
it's the same thing in Chicago. $175 the hook, and then every day it's like extra $75.
We talking about what if they put the boot on your shit? See, in New York, they putting the boot on your shit.
Yeah, the boot is more expensive than that, I think.
Yeah, so you better take it easy. Doing shit in the city, you're gonna end up with a boot on your shit.
I'm gonna tell you why they pay for those parking spaces though, because when you're trying to find a space, especially if you're like even a little bit late to the game, like it take you forever, bro.
Yeah.
You really could be caught up. I've been to games and then ended up like going to a baseball game, ain't even get into that bitch until like the 7th inning.
Yo, one time, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was in Atlanta. This is around when the Warriors was having a they epic season and shit. So I was trying to get in the building. I didn't have no kids or nothing at the time. So I'm fucking I'm going in. The line was ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, it was crazy. So, and I got there kind of late, but it was like the first quarter just started. Yo, I paid the guy $100. I said, yo, if I give you $100, would you let me? Would you get me? First I said, yo, hook me up. He said, I can't do that. I said, yo, what if I give you $100? He was like, well, I could do something for you. Yeah, I gave him that $100. Yo, he took me my ass all the way to the front of the line. And I ain't gonna front. Two people was like, "What's going on?" He was trying to tell me that I forgot what he said. He said some crazy shit. I was some kind of G classified shit. Basically, somebody did ask, like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
The hustle was real.
You gotta get up out of there. But then you have people that try to hustle you. One time I was at a concert. Bad Boy reunion concert. Tell me how a nigga telling me, oh, if you give me some money, you could go, you can meet this person, you can meet that person. He just telling a bunch of people this, so you just gotta watch niggas like that.
Right? Yeah. Don't believe that shit.
But we're in a fucking arena with all these people.
I just seen the worst shit ever. I seen some dude went to Puerto Rico, and some dude, his wife is on him or his girlfriend or whatever, and he gave the dude. He told him that he needed to have Puerto Rican money. He gave him 10 G's, and this chick is like, "Bro, what are you talking about? You could use Puerto Rican money. You could use American dollars here." And the motherfucker gave him Chinese money. He gave him a stack of Chinese bills. Fake Chinese shit, like a jackass. You got to be careful, man. These niggas on the street are slick. They'll hustle you.
Yeah.
It just show you, man. Motherfuckers are gullible. They'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
Out there in Chicago, I know they got hustlers in Chicago like in New York. I think Chicago got some real slick ass hustlers. Every nigga I met from Chicago was slick as fuck.
Yeah, 3-card Molly.
When I went to China,
well, you have to guess what the card is.
Taxi driver. It was 85 cents. He tipped me like 5,000 yen. It was like 85 cents.
Crazy.
What's 5,000 yen? How much would that be in America?
About 85 cents.
Oh, damn. That's not even a dollar.
Nah, I got out the car laughing my ass off. Dude was bitter as hell. He threw it right back at him like, here, take this back. This shit was wild. Chinese money ain't worth shit.
That's nuts. So you go to China and you're just flat out rich. That's like going to Thailand, huh?
I mean, it's a different scale. You're gonna spend 10,000, won for this, 10,000, 20,000 for that. It's a different scale, but pretty much their consumer power is about the same as ours. It really ain't that different.
Yeah, but think about it. You giving 20,000 to anything, man. That's a lot of shit to be counting, man. I don't know. I got to count 20,000. These motherfuckers, it ain't worth shit, huh?
Shit's all digital, just like it is here, though.
Something $5. You be like, damn.
Yeah. But,
so what's the average bank
little
account?
cash.
Like, the average bank account's like 2 billion, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, everybody's a billionaire in China.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
I wish that shit translated shit. Let me look at my account. I got billions. I'm cheap as fuck. If it's going like that, I'm cheap as a motherfucker. Sure.
No, you don't want to live there though. That's for damn sure. 1 minute it's clear, the next minute you can't see in front of your face. Some nasty shit.
Like it is in New York right now?
Yeah, I heard there's some crazy shit. I heard there's a fire in Canada and people up in New York and Pennsylvania, in New Jersey. It's like niggas is like talking about they can't even breathe in the house right now.
American news is not covering that fire. That fire is worse than what they're reporting.
It's got to be worse because I never heard of that. My brother is in my house in New Jersey. And he just said something in the family chat this morning. And then my sister, she's out in Pennsylvania, and she was telling me the same thing. And they was talking about they telling him to stay in the house. And my brother was in my house talking about he can't breathe. And trust me, I've never ever experienced that. So I know that shit is bad, especially if it's coming from Canada. Think if it's that bad there, just imagine the niggas in Buffalo, and then you know what I mean. You follow
Rochester, Utica, Syracuse, and all that along there.
I've never been there before, but I heard about them.
Yeah, I got people in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Same thing.
Rochester, you talking about Rochester, New York? You talking about Utica? That's
Like
Yeah.
upstate New
it's a
York.
big ass. You know how
Yeah.
big New York?
Yeah, that's upstate.
No, I ain't gonna. Yo, I've never been there before. I've never been.
Oh, okay.
I've never been upstate.
It's really
Oh,
different.
flight.
It's
Flight.
really different.
It
I already
is.
know. I went on trips and shit. I went on trips and shit when I was a kid. We went to like towns and shit. But I mean, nah. But keep it 100. Shout out
Yeah.
to upstate New York. There's some hoods out there. Shout out
Yeah.
to what's out there, man? We got Buffalo, Rochester,
Utica.
Utica. I heard about Utica. So I mean,
It's a lot of black people up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of them SUNY colleges up there too. I went up to
Yeah.
Plattsburgh. Shit's fucking crazy up there.
Yeah.
Yo, but you know how New York State is huge, flight. Like I never forget
Yeah.
my first
Yeah,
trip. I did a high school trip. We went up there for like a college tour, and I couldn't believe it was 6 hours, and I'm still in damn New York. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna front. I work with a guy. He just got there. He from Rochester, and I was like,
Yeah.
but he be repping like he be wearing mad New York hats and shit. I'm like, I kind of be ready to pull this nigga card, but I'm not shout out to Rochester. Though. But I mean, I ain't gonna disrespect Rochester because I know it's hood. But I mean, it's like I'm like just being from where we from. Like I'm from Long Island, but that's basically right by the boroughs, you know.
Yeah.
They on a whole nother shit. It's like that's almost like we don't even view them as New York.
You're right about that because I remember.
But it's like we gotta bridge that gap.
Well, I think that's why I think Griselda did a good job of that. But by putting Buffalo on the map in a rap circuit, then you realize, oh shit, these niggas really fuck with real nigga shit up here in Buffalo.
But they don't talk like we do, like son and shit. They don't say, they be saying bruh and all that. It's like that.
Do they? I don't know. I mean, the Griselda dudes, Benny Blanco and Conway the Machine, they seem pretty hood certified to me.
No, I never said that they wasn't certified.
They be talking crazy.
They don't talk like shot in the face. Benny got shot in the face.
Got shot in the face, right?
Got Bell's palsy.
Buffalo before that. I mean,
West Side Gun. I fuck with them.
Yeah, West Side Gun. I mean, Albany is hood. There's a couple of hoods out there.
Hell yeah, Albany's the capital of New York State, and I'll tell you, I ain't never been there, but I know it's a big ass city though. Because
I went there one time, but it was in and out, and I
when
went on some field trips upstate.
When you head up north, that's the only thing you're gonna see is signs for Albany.
Yo, that's where all the prisons is at.
Yeah, exactly.
When dudes get locked up, they send their ass up north. You know, y'all probably know that all the way up in Canada. Like you, like 8 hours from New York. You're 6-7 hours from.
Hell yeah.
And it's cold. And it's cold as hell. It's like they sent you to another planet.
And it is cold. And you're right, flight. I'm telling you, it's like a whole totally different climate. I remember I went on that trip.
I went to Sing Sing.
That's so them people can live off of your labor the way they've been doing since the 1600s.
Right. Yo, we had a trip. I went on a trip. I was in this program in school. It was called Strong. It's called Struggling to Reunite. I forgot what it was, the younger generation. It was some crazy shit like that. But it was led by a dude named Sergio. He was like a anti-gang activist. He ended up being like a politician in Long Island and everything. But he used to be a gang, but he used to be in the gang, and he just turned the shit around. And we went to Sing Sing on a field trip. You know, but it wasn't Scared Straight. It was like more like a tour. But you was talking with some dudes that was doing life, and but they wasn't trying to screw with you or nothing like that. You just were walking through the cell blocks, and they sat down and talked to you, and then they was eating like hot dogs and beans and shit like that. Yeah, they said they was talking about mystery meat.
They sent you there with your D-block shit early, huh?
Yeah, we didn't eat. I didn't eat the hot dogs and beans though, but they was trying to serve it to us though. You know that they was eating just like a hot dogs and beans.
D-Block was recruiting young. Shit, them niggas saying like, get these little niggas.
We had better trips though. We went to Six Flags, but he did a lot of that. That program was like for at-risk youth and shit, and they was basically like having meetings, and he would talk about gang stories, like keeping you out of gang violence. So a lot of that shit was good. And it's in my school, you know, because it helped you know, shape motherfuckers. I never joined the gang. You know, but obviously when I was young, we all, you know, try to do dumb shit, but I never actually got jumped in, you know, into that. Yeah, see, in New York, you're like, you got to, you know, there's a lot of shit that go on.
Right.
Yeah, it's like in my school, if I would have joined the gang, it would have been all hell.
I still find the gang shit weird, like, because I remember when there was posses, like New York was, gangs, but there was posses. There was all kinds of like neighborhood posses, and some of them were bigger than the others and shit like that. I never really thought that New York would turn into like a gang culture thing, but gang culture has infiltrated all over. It's so crazy that you know what I mean. You got all these
need
people
to get a job.
and they also recruit from out of them prisons too. A lot of these dudes come out of the jails and they're already indoctrinated and all of that shit.
Yeah, but where I wanted to go was Sing Sing is actually closer to the city. It's not. That's like maybe one of the closest prisons, you know. But then you have all them other shits that's way up top, you know, like Elmira and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know about that.
Yup. Facts.
Fish scale, all that shit up there.
Nas got that shit in One Love. That song One Love. You ever heard that, Flight?
Of course.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Nas, man. He's the illest. Yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like all of the prisons that people go to and the damn whole culture involved with it. You know what I mean? And shout out to all of the people out there who are trying to inspire the youth to stay away from stuff like that.
Just like slavery, man. It's slavery. They separate you from your family. You know how it is.
And our educators trying to get our kids to find better opportunities in life and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people.
That's why we got to make better choices. You know.
Facts.
Especially for the people in here that's young and older. We got a lot of old players out there. You know, y'all better take it easy.
So listen, back on this game, man. This kid Brown. I don't know if you guys watched or how many of you guys actually watched this, but this young kid Brown from the Nuggets, he went crazy off the bench tonight. Like this kid looks like he's something special.
Brucey B or
Not
Brown?
Bruce
Christian
Brown. Christian.
Okay.
Christian Braun. Christian Braun went crazy in this game, Zen. And he's on the post game with Isaiah and Kenny the Jet right now, but he deserved it. This kid really showed out. He really came in there. He brought a lot of energy and he played great tonight.
Mike Malone should call Joey Mozzarella and say that's how you get your team ready for Miami. That's what he ought to do. Because what the hell was you doing? He had them boys ready to play. And I knew he would. Hats off to Mike Malone.
Well, I think that you hit the real nail on the head. You know, the funny thing is that's the reason I was interested in talking to Dictionary Dex, because he has a lot of conflicting concepts. Like 1 minute he's telling me that, you know what I mean, coaches don't mean shit. The next minute he's telling me how important that coaching is, you know what I mean, later on in the year. And I'm like, hold on, didn't we have the same conversation? I've been told you coaching is important, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden coaching don't mean nothing, but then it conveniently means something, you know what I mean? Like, well, we got to get that shit straightened out.
Sounds like you got beef. I
got a couple issues, bro. I got a couple issues, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get into them. But you was telling me that the Nuggets should be panicking, you know what I mean? Because they lost. But then this is another thing. Like 1 minute you was talking about how, well, you know, if you've won so many games, the odds are that you're gonna lose one, you know what I mean? Then when a person loses a game, then all of a sudden they need to be panicking and biting their nails. I'm confused about that. Which is it? You know what I mean? Which is it? Because to me, it seems like, Zen, what you're saying is more in alignment with how I feel. Like, you lost the game at home. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, you would do to lose a game eventually. You went a long way without losing the game at home. That doesn't mean I'm going to just roll over and quit like the Celtics did in game 3.
Right.
I mean,
absolutely not. But, you know, the Celtics was down 0-2, and that should have been even more reason for them to fight. But they couldn't find it, man.
Yup.
Who knows?
And that's why your comment about your boy, the dude who looked like a meerkat. What's his name again? Matzo Ball?
Oh, Joey Mozzarella? Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah. Hopefully he learned something from your man Mike Malone. Post Malone.
I think he got his shit together, you know, mid-flight. You got to give him credit for coming back and winning 3. But lessons learned. They did hire Sam Cassell to back him up. So got some help up there now.
All right, that'll help, man. They might as well make Sam Cassell a head coach. Stop playing games with it.
Too late for all that.
It's too late until they fire him next year. Sam Cassell, we giving you the reins.
Look, you want Jason Tatum to have a 5th coach in 7 years or 6 years?
Okay, we
at
all
some point,
know what they doing. Come on, listen, Zen. We all know the game, brother. Like, you brought Sam Cassell that year. Like, I'm the backup coach, but you know what I mean? Really, I'm kind of like the head coach here. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga don't know what the hell he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll let him walk around the sideline, but y'all niggas know who running shit around here.
Exactly. But like, if you got a weak head coach, you can support him with a strong staff. That's one way you can get around that
That's
sort of
a
shit.
fact. That's what people don't realize is that coaching by committee sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could be the figurehead, but let's be real here. We
And
got.
from what I hear, this dude went to after they lost, he went to the fucking cancer ward, the terminal to visit terminally ill kids and like that's his way of dealing with loss. Like, this guy might be
that's
special.
heartwarming. I love it. It sounds brilliant. But you know what?
He
You got your
might
ass
be
beat though.
special. True. But who does that?
Michael Jackson, maybe. You know what I mean? But
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He might be that kind of special guy that we just don't know yet. But somebody who does shit like that, that's different, bro. That's fucking different.
Listen, I like that, but I'm not gonna listen. There's two things here, right? Like, I think that's a wonderful, warm gesture. I appreciate that. But if I'm a Boston fan and what my team needs and watching my team play like pretty heartless and not having answers, you know what I mean? I still need you to perform as a basketball thing. So I like the idea. And then that publicity campaign shit is real flimsy, because sometimes they advertise some people's stuff and they keep other people's stuff private. They'll have you believe that some people don't even have a heart, and they never knew what humanitarianism was a day in their life, who are doing great things for the community. But then other people, they'll pick and choose and then want to try to make them into Mother Teresa. So I like the Joe Mazzulla thing. I mean, on a serious level, like, I'm a big humanitarian type person. I love that. But that has nothing to do with how I'm going to look at him as far as actual basketball goes.
No, I agree with that. I'm just saying that, sometimes a special person is required to be a special coach. Sometimes, not all the time.
For them. I think that's good for them, for their fan base, and for their team. You know what I mean? I think that's good PR work for them. I mean, we don't know all what went into that, but I think that just them publicizing that is great PR for a team and a fan base, that you need to give them some. You don't need them turning on your coach. You know what I mean? You're gonna keep anyway. So I think it's great PR work.
Right. I see where you're going with that. Keep things under wraps with the fan base.
I mean, people forget that's what you got to do, that shit every now and then. A lot of people forget this is a business. Sometimes you got to, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to just frame shit the right way.
True.
None of this shit is easy. That's another thing. Like, I be hearing people act like shit is easy. Like when I hear this idiot Mars over on the panel, like, nigga, I will bust your ass in some basketball. You fucking got one athletic. If I start busting your ass, you ain't even gonna know what the fuck to do. Get out the way.
Mars.
Cover your head when I'm dunking on your bitch ass. Then gonna tell me all of the stuff about basketball that you know. Get out of here, bro.
Mars was a hero today, so I going in on him too hard.
He was. The funny thing is that I don't know. He's a troll. Just, he's good at that shit. Like, he used to say shit with a straight face, like, eh. But a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Right, Zen?
I think Mars be on point with his game. I mean, I just think he's sometimes being British doesn't help. You can't help but to come across as a smart ass.
I can't. When you say, listen, there's things that make sense and there's things that's just straight retarded. Like, he's a smart enough person to be able to look into analytics. Sometimes people just want to see what they want to see to steer whatever narratives or agenda that they have.
He used to be more analytical, and people was clowning him for it. So now he's more visual takes.
Yeah, but his takes are terrible. Anytime that you could tell me that Scottie Pippen was a better player than Jordan, I'm done with you. That makes no sense. I mean, I'm
not going to take anybody on a single argument. Lamont Simmons is ridiculous when he talks about Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah,
James.
But I think
that doesn't mean that he doesn't know basketball. He knows basketball very, very well. He's just
basketball.
Everybody got their shit.
Yeah, knowing basketball is good, but when you say something ridiculous, like, that's where it's like, all right, it's okay.
He probably got his shit too. He might be a bronsexual on the low. We just gotta let people live. I don't disagree with Mars. I don't disagree with Mars on 90% of what he says. That's cool with me. I ain't gonna agree with nobody 100%, but usually he be on point, in my opinion.
I mean, I agree with the thing about people being mostly on point. It's just when people say things that are just completely
outrageous,
insane. Like it's a level. There's levels to this. Like I can live with somebody. Like you don't have to agree with me about certain things, but if you're gonna say something that's completely insane, I'm gonna have to hold you accountable for that to some extent. Like there's certain things that just make zero sense. There's no way I could look at. There's no way I could take a look at, let's say, LeBron James and.
Okay, but Nikola Jokic is the superstar.
Yeah. I don't know. We have people who have radical takes. Maybe that's my thing. Maybe I'm just a radical take. The dude who gets on.
That's why I said that, because I wanted to point out the fact that somebody has a radical take, and I got taken to the woodshed by you, nonetheless, for halfway agreeing with him for 5 minutes.
Yeah. When he was talking about who was in his criteria for superstar.
I'm just saying, be kind, because you're gonna get caught slipping too.
Yeah, it's okay, but I mean, I don't mind being caught flipping, but I mean, I just have to be. I don't want to say things that are just completely fucking insane. Like when somebody tells me an above the rim player, now to be an above the rim player, there's some sort of a metrical measurement for being an above the rim player. I didn't know that there was a criteria where your head has to be above the rim to be above the rim player. That to me is just insane.
That's somebody coming up with their own shit.
There's a lot of it these days. People do be coming up with shit. I try to be
disciples.
Realistic though. I try to be
when you live in a world where LeBron James' team creates records out of thin air. LeBron was the first player at age 38 to tie his shoes left-handed. Wow.
Yeah.
That's when you live in that environment, nothing's off the table. Nothing.
Oh, you're right. Because people have more. I think we're in the age where people are finding wings beneath their voice, and and they don't have to say what somebody else said. They can create their own wacky shit.
It doesn't have to be. We live in a world where you don't have to be right to have a following. Like things are, I don't want to say, well, I'll use the term bipolar. Things are bipolar, right? Politics are bipolar. Sports is bipolar now.
Facts.
There's and it's the rare people who can traverse the middle that should win. But since objectivity is so gone, people are just in camps.
Right.
Now, I'm wondering what's going to happen with Shady McCoy if he gets on with Skip Bayless. Is he going to be the new bronsexual, or what is he going to be? Is that going to be the fight again, or are we going to start a new fight now? What's going to happen?
I mean, I'm interested in seeing that because, to be quite honest with you, I mean, I think that era is pretty much over. I mean, it would make more sense to move for somebody to say something, to have original, fresh takes. Plus, the next question is, one of the most important things is that this person should be somebody who can bring something to the table, or somebody you're going to develop to bring something to the table. And I'm not sure exactly how that's going to go. We'll see. But we definitely have, I think we definitely are in the age where people realize that the people who have the loudest barks get listened to and followed. So we're in the age, people have figured out the model for shock jocking. So it's not just
it's always been that way.
Or views is extreme. Yeah.
The faster and better the communications capability, things get amplified.
Yeah. I'm watching the Denver Postgame on the Denver Channel 7. They got Aaron Gordon and Braun together on the postgame.
I'm happy for Aaron Gordon, man. He suffered in Orlando long enough.
Yeah, he came up with 10 boards. He got 10 boards.
He played good this game. He played good this game. Played aggressive. I liked how he played. What were your thoughts about the game, homie?
About me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not surprised at all. Like you said, like I was telling Flight, The Nuggets took it on the chin. Game 2. Them coming out with anything less than what we saw would have been, I think, surprising than what we saw. So, uh, should we have expected more from the Heat? Even if we did, I don't know if it has still been enough, actually. So,
Really, I said in the beginning that Denver has 2 6'10" people and a 7-foot center. I said that from the beginning of the playoffs. That is hard to go against. And I'm sorry to cut you off. Please finish your point.
No, that was pretty much it. Not really much. No need to go into detail. I mean, the game speaks for itself. 32,
Yeah, I
32, 20,
gotta
and
go to
10.
Cam. Yo, listen, Quiz and Zen, go to Cam Instagram. They got the post game show. You won't believe this shit.
What?
Yo, this is the craziest post game ever.
Yo, Cameron Mace taking it over.
Yo, this nigga Cam.
But the thing I like about Cam and Mace is because they're just being themselves, man. We all been sports fans, you know what I mean? I could listen to we debate sports and that's part of our culture from New York, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Cam ain't doing nothing other than what he would be doing on the corner, you know what I mean?
Them boys was real ball players.
Facts, that's right. They also play basketball. That's also another point, Zen. Good point.
Now this is Cam's show. Mace, he brought Mace aboard, but Cam's the executive producer. He's the owner of the show.
Right.
And from what I understand, they're getting offers from Revolt and everybody else. They're just trying to, hold their powder till they can get like $1 million worth of game. Because them boys got 150 million thrown at them.
Right. Plus, you got to remember that both of them already come with huge followings because they've both been, rap stars in their own accord. And aside from that, the thing that makes the chemistry so great is because Cam and Mace go back like car seats. I mean, these dudes literally grew up together. They've always been friends. It's not like it's something manufactured or put together. So when Cam when Cam was doing his thing, it just made the most natural sense to bring his man. Because remember that Mace went and got found and stuff like that too. So he, what I mean?
Right.
He had a different journey than Cam, but Harlem World been getting money like that, and Cam has always been in the middle of that.
For those that don't know the history, Harlem World was a group of 3 dudes from that area, 139 in length. And the third one got shot and killed. His name was Lamont Big L Coleman. He was supposed to be in the group with Cam and Mace.
Shout out Big L. Rest in peace, Big L. He got the big mural out there in Harlem. You already know what it is.
Yeah, and Big L was
every time. Let me tell you something. The first thing I do when I touch down in New York is I go to Harlem. I gotta see. I got family in Harlem. Before I go to because once I go to Long Island, it's over. So I touch down in the city. I'm going to Harlem first, and then after that, I'm out.
Go fresh.
Touch down two spots in Harlem, and then I'm out of there.
Harlem is different though. For people who don't know Harlem,
I got a lot of cousins in Harlem.
I like to tell you, Harlem is different. Dudes in Harlem.
Every time I went to Harlem as a kid, I seen some shit I never seen before. Like, some wild shit.
Plus, another thing about Harlem, people don't know. Harlem goes back. Harlem was a hub for Black culture.
Oh yeah, the Renaissance.
Harlem was a hub for upper class Black people also. So Harlem actually has a rich history within the Black community, and dudes in Harlem have a different swag. They shit talk with each other. They do the Jones and all of that. They're competitive with each other on a different level than a lot of.
They're all about getting fresh. Like the best dresses.
Well, Harlem was one of the Black Wall Street cities. The good thing is that it did not burn down, like the 20 others. But Harlem was one of the,
Cotton Club is still there.
No, yeah, but I'm saying that whole city, like 20. We done had 20 of them farmed. Well, more than 20. I'm sorry. But 20 of them have been destroyed and no longer there. Harlem is one that survived, and that is a great thing.
Yeah. New York and New York's not free from the negative history. That's where the slave trade started, was on Wall Street. So Just so y'all understand, New York ain't free from the history of slavery and oppression.
Nah, of course it isn't, and it's had slaves of all kinds there too. You know, not even just African Americans. There was a lot of things going on. New
Natives.
York was the
Yeah.
port. New York was where people would come to find what do you call the American dream, and then be confronted with the American nightmare, the melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's the reason why you have all kinds of different cultural communities in New York to this day. You have communities of all different ethnicities where people came here to find, and then found out that they had to do, what they got to do.
Shit
Chicago actually
labor.
has an interesting history too, because both of these places, that we have what do we call like gangs and mafias or whatever.
Big mob cities, yeah.
Yeah. So you have the underworld and all of these, big people who was able to make their money underhanded, doing all kinds of things and exploiting people.
Man, I'm tripping out on the New York mayor right now, though.
Eric
Just
Adams.
yeah, to
He a
restart
wild
that
dude.
stop and frisk. I knew he sold his soul when he was running, and I was covering it way here in New Orleans. So
That shit
I
is
could
unconstitutional.
imagine the stories that I could get if I go to New York right now. I could just imagine about his history.
Well, to be honest with you, that's the funny thing I find is so crazy is because we're in such a space of revisionist history. A lot of people didn't realize when all of that stuff was coming together. Like being a New Yorker, like we knew the history of these characters before there was ever any sort of presidential race going on and stuff like that.
Trump, especially Trump. That's why New York didn't vote for Trump. They know his
Well,
ass.
I actually was a victim when I was a kid. I was a victim of, they have a long history of and flights in Long Island. I live in Queens. I'm on the border of an area where it's like Sunrise or whatever. They were burning crosses on lawns over there. Like
Mm.
we actually have a history, and it's so amazing. It's so amazing to me how easy it is for a majority of the country to turn their to close their eyes and ears in situations where there's certain people would even get elected dog catcher in New York. Mayor Giuliani had people die in Gracie Mansion while he was the mayor over there, like over him forcing people to do things that the whole city was in an uproar over. He was the one who came with the whole stop and frisk. I was just having a conversation today with a young lady talking about how many black people got murdered at the hands of police under Giuliani's watch, and ain't none of them never get convicted ever.
Yeah.
He
He was a
didn't care
nightmare.
about that. So a
Hip
lot
hop
of the
used to
country doesn't realize the
talk
history.
about him all the time.
He had now. I did cover a story. He had one dude in jail for 8 years, and the dude ain't never went to trial.
That's crazy.
Then all
Listen,
of a
the two of them are terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And my father, God rest his soul, he's not here anymore. He was hell bent against it. You couldn't tell him anything. He absolutely hated that man, Trump, and Giuliani's a babbling fool. But both of those dudes are equally terrible because they definitely
Tupac definitely hated him, Quiz.
yeah, because think about it. Listen, the thing is, because people, I think that we just don't really pay, or we either don't pay attention or don't care. Remember there was a Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Somebody put a
We
billboard
know what
out
Trump
against that
did.
dude.
Trump.
Yeah, come on, and
We
never
know what he did.
apologized. And that man ain't never did nothing.
Yep.
I'm
Couldn't even
trying
so
to.
much as apologize.
But they sued him, and it's still on the judge's desk. They put in the lawsuit against
Listen,
Trump, and it's still sitting in a file somewhere because it was paid not to go forward.
not to get too political, because I don't even want to go there, because so many people that dude has always been bad. There's nothing good about him. And
When has he not been in court though?
I mean, that's the whole thing that's so crazy. You know how many people been waiting their entire life for this man? He has never been
to
held
go down.
accountable for anything.
Yep.
He's
For
never
nothing.
been held accountable for anything. He is
Because
the poster child for white privilege.
his MO is plausible deniability. That's how he operates. He does everything to the degree that he can deny it.
And then you got people
Everything that he does.
and he says the most ridiculous stuff, and then people find every sort of loophole in the book to try to justify the shit. And he tell you straight to your face that I'm on that bullshit.
Facts,
Yeah,
though.
you do. You do.
You know who I had to give? I had to give credit to that chick. Who was it? Kellyanne. What was her name? The publicist that he had. I'll never forget. That lady was working hard as fuck.
Yeah, she was Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah, he would come out and say, "There's going to be a taco stand on every corner," and then she's coming out sweating bullets, and then he goes out and gives another speech and says the same thing and doubles down on it. You know what I mean? And she's
and people want to go back to that shit. That's what's amazing. People want to go back to it. Like, are you nuts?
I don't give it to her because you know what organization her husband is over at the same time, right?
He's a Democrat.
Nah, I know her husband.
No, he's actually over the Lincoln Project.
Yeah, but he's a Democrat, and the daughter was pissed at her too. The whole time, the daughter was upset.
No, he's a Republican. The daughter is the only one that's a Democrat.
Okay,
he's a Republican.
The Lincoln Project.
Yeah,
okay,
the Lincoln Project is actually nothing but Republicans.
Right,
but they stand on the old mission statement of the Lincoln of the Republicans.
Because the
Republicans, right, used to be for the people.
Yeah.
The Democrats was for corporate
interest.
Well, yeah, and then when Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, he said that the Democrats would lose the South for a generation. And that's when the party switched. The Dixiecrats left the Democratic Party and joined the Republicans. The Republicans became the racist, hateful ass party that they are now. The Democrats are everybody else.
And Gemini, just to clear it up, I'm not saying I give it to Kelly. Like, I don't care about that chick at all. I'm just saying that Trump is a publicist nightmare because he doubles and triples down on saying ridiculous shit. And then you got to go out there and clean it up. And then he also will fire you in a heartbeat. And you know he has a long history of not paying people.
No, I did. I kind of was following where you was going with it. But it's funny to be in the house. The daughter going one way. The husband going one way, and you work for Trump.
She like, look, y'all, it's a paycheck. She was doing her dance. You know that.
He was working hard, bro. I mean, shit, I'm be honest with you. She was keeping a straight face doing it. They were putting under. Did you see those interviews? They was putting her on pressure on TV.
No, but I did see that Trump had Shaquille O'Neal sneakers in his office, which brings us back to basketball. I'm just trying to get back to basketball.
Yeah, let's get that.
Well, I'll say this. You from the beginning, you said just because I'm a LBJ fan, I'm wrong. And I said from the beginning that I have a problem with the Denver team because they've been together more than 3 seasons and they have just a wall that is hard to get over.
K&T told me he was a Los Angeles Heat fan today.
Who?
Because K&T, because he's mad that they got swept.
Right, fast.
Oh, you're a Los Angeles Heat fan. What team is that? Shit, I never heard of that one.
Lakers fans who rooting against Denver because they mad.
And that's my
sore loser ass niggas.
A lot of these narratives going for all of these narratives about the Heat. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who are so wishful in their thinking that the Heat beat this team for all of it for various reasons. But I just don't know.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the narrative of the NBA and Cuban been trying to do the Great White Hope for a while type situation. And it is not working with Luka. And technically it wasn't working with Joker. But now look at Joker's in the finals. Well, Joker made it to the Western Conference Finals finally, and now he's in the finals. So you gotta try to push that Great White Hope theory a little bit because you
agree with
haven't
you.
had it since birth.
Gemini, I feel you, my boy.
I would agree with you, except
all these activists.
this is the least marketable basketball player in the world. This ain't the one you would want to do that with.
Because Joker tell you to your face, oh, I really don't care about basketball. I care about my horses, man.
Jamal Murray and Jokic had triple doubles tonight. My bad.
That's what I'm saying. With 30 points. With 30 points. With 30 points.
Yeah.
Both of them had 30-point triple doubles.
Yeah, they did their thing.
That's crazy, right? That's the video right there. Both two triple double.
That's your ass, is what it is.
That's your ass.
Yeah, and that's after people talk about all that the Heat are going to do is all that they had to do is what they did in Game 2 and shut. Like that always sounds good. It sounds good, but I already know that's true. Great players, you ain't really, you try to contain them is the best that you can do. You know what I mean? And hope they don't get going.
I mean, but that wall is a hard thing to look over. We're not used to really seeing a 6'10" small forward that's active. Even though he goes up and down with points and rebounds, he's finally back healthy.
But no panic try to tell me that the Celtics are just as big as the Nuggets. And I was telling
Hell no.
Exactly. But people be saying all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just, hey.
Williams.
Did you see the breakdown on the Celtics earlier?
Williams number 12 is what, 6'5", trying to be the second coming of Barkley, and can't be. Number 12, who be fouling the hell out of people, who's always left open because nobody trusts his shot.
From which team?
From Boston.
Oh, you talking about Grant Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, last year he was knocking them down, bro. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
He was really left wide open last year. They're not leaving
he was knocking him down
this year. Well, he was left wide open. Everybody know now.
I mean,
look, he ain't gonna make challenge shots though.
Zen. The thing about it is, like, you know, that's the reason why I always remind people is averages. Like averages, like sometimes people are a little hotter, sometimes they're a little colder. Sometimes you got to be realistic. Sometimes people be playing a little over their heads, like the Heat. All of these dudes, Strus and Gabe Vincent, you can't count them dudes on a night-to-night basis. It looks great when they're hitting, but they're gonna go cold because that's who they are. They're not gonna do that every night.
They're not elite.
Not don't get me wrong.
They're not superstar.
There you go. Who's that? KNC? What's good, baby?
Yeah.
No, that was me. That was a good one though, huh?
Okay.
Yo, Zen, you need to stop it, bro. You need to you miss your calls in life, bro.
They're not superstars, Quiz. I've been trying to tell you this since last week.
Nah, man. He was inhaling at the same time.
It sounds just like him and shit.
he was inhaling at the same time when he said it.
Oh,
I mean that could have been it.
That's the shit that KNT. That's the straight up shit that KNT would say too. That's exactly what KNT's pointing.
Yeah, that's how he talking. Shit.
But no, but Boston is put together pretty well. But when they let their main influence go, and just I mean, you don't want to check your wife, but you want to check your coach, who was controlling the players. I'll say it in that aspect. He was controlling the players and controlling your wife at the same time. Okay. You needed him to control the players. You should have controlled your wife.
That wasn't a business decision. That was a personal decision that they made it their business. And
no, I agree.
And it's not over in Boston. I think that there's still a lot of fallout. I heard like at least 4 of the assistant coaches from Boston are going to be coaching with the Duke this year. Is that correct, Zen? You're into the Celtics info.
Well, I know Damon Stoudemire took a job at Georgia Tech, so he's out of that. I'm not sure about the other assistants though.
All right, because there was something out there that I read. I didn't get deep into it, but there was some sort of a word in the street is that the assistants from the Celtics are going to be coaching with the Duke. Didn't he get a job? Where's he coaching at next year? Houston or something? Yeah.
Well, that was his staff, so it makes sense. You see, Dame Stoudemire is going already.
Mm-hmm.
Makes perfect sense.
So that means the power forward gonna actually have a good teacher.
No, that
Okay.
means that the Celtics are gonna have to this guy the dude who looks like a meerkat. He's gonna have to get out there and start trying to figure out how to put together a staff, or the organization is gonna need to get supporting staff if that's true what I heard. But I suspect that it is.
You don't have Danny Ainge no more. When I seen the writing on the wall when Ainge left, and I'm sorry. He was the one to get them all the draft capital. So when he said he was out, there was a problem, but nobody wanted to admit to it then. Cause he was the one who said he wasn't gonna leave Boston. Cause he didn't leave for money. And the position he got with Utah is the same. And look at what he did with Utah over one summer.
He said that was for family. He's from Utah, so I can understand that. People do sometimes want to go home.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna give me your address so I can send you this little violin too.
I mean, he got who
I mean,
knows?
I'm
Brad
I'm
Stevens made his way
I'm gonna
out.
make it
Maybe they were
sound
so
good.
big on Brad that they was like, we don't need Danny no more. Who knows?
Look at the big brains on Brad.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this violin because anybody can make something sound good. Don't mean it's gonna work.
Shout out
I'll send you
to
some.
Papa Jones, man.
Hold
I think
on,
Brad
Rap God's
Stevens
over here
might be the
saying
one that got
Stephen
to
A. is
go.
gonna leave ESPN. Are you trolling, Rap God?
Man, Stephen A. just signed what eight with incentives like $10 million contract a year or two ago.
I'm just
Man,
trying to
Stephen A.
find out
ain't
where
going nowhere
I'm trying to
No, he
find out
don't
where
have
Rap
to.
God's getting his info from. I'm looking at that. I'm automatically like, I don't
It's
know, bro. That don't sound
because
real at
they
all.
talking about Stephen A. being on the
He's not
Mason
going over there to
Conran
work for
show.
Mason M. Are you kidding me? Come on. He's
he's not
going over there
down
to
like
be
that. I
interviewed.
don't
He's
think he's
not going
down.
over there to work there. Come on. What are we talking about?
Ste-
That
okay,
ain't gonna work.
if he's saying that mean he thinks Stephen A. been talking up for us the whole time.
Stop it. I'm from Queens, and I have issues with Stephen A. And he's from my borough.
Man,
He ain't speaking up for us at all. He's speaking up for his bosses, his zaddies.
Stephen A. wants Chris Christie to be president.
Come on. I
That's who
can't
he
even.
wants right now. I mean,
I rebuke
Stephen
Steve.
uh, Stephen A. tries to play both sides of the fence.
And he does
Yeah.
a horrible job at it. And you know what it is? The reason why Max Kellerman got fired is probably because of what Terrell Owens told him when he said, Steve, man, Max, sometimes I think Max more black than you. He didn't like
Mm-hmm.
getting called out like that. Because Max was great.
no, but
And
that was
Max was cooking
facts.
him. And Max
No,
was
I'm
cooking him.
sorry. That
Max
was
cooked him all
facts.
year in debates also. He wasn't feeling that.
I mean
Not at all.
They're good.
They
with,
did
with,
Max dirty too, because they have him carrying this corny ass show. Like Max really, ESPN don't know what to do with that dude. Max is an all right dude. Y'all just use him
no,
terrible.
no, they moved him to Keish,
Yeah,
Key
to Jay Will and Keyshawn.
and Will show to actually help their ratings.
Yeah,
Their
but that show
ratings
is terrible.
wasn't
They should
too
just break
good.
that shit up. That is gonna have bad ratings. You got the two of them on there. It's boring.
Yeah, Keyshawn's boring.
Keyshawn's boring and he doesn't make any damn sense half the time. Jay Will makes more sense. Jay Will's gonna be all right. I don't know about Keyshawn.
Well, they don't use them at their strengths. Key, Key know more about football. We all can agree with that. But they always try to get him to talk more on basketball topics that he's not learning. Jay will be trying to talk about football that he's not even trying to learn about. So that's why it comes off as a messed up gumbo. You tried
It seems
this
like a
gumbo. but
low quality show, man. Like other
That's what
than
I'm saying, though.
Max, it just
That's what
feels
I
so
mean.
low quality.
And that's what I mean, Gemini. I'm not even saying that, all right, bringing Max over there to save them, but Max could put together a quality show of his own. He don't really need them dudes. He's helping them dudes.
Yeah,
Jay
neither
Will is
one.
all right, but Max, you could do something with. He's better than both of them dudes, and he could talk
but that
about more sports stuff than those guys.
right, but that's where I'm definitely agreeing with you on, because Max took the time, even though he knows boxing in and out. He took the time to learn these other sports, so when he get in front of the camera, he doesn't look crazy.
Does
Everybody,
does
go ahead.
does CP3 suit up in a uniform next season?
Chicago Bulls.
53.
Well, the Bulls need a point
Chicago
guard, so
Bulls.
that makes sense. But yeah, I
What,
think
Bulls?
the
he suited
center?
up. No, the Bulls
53.
need a point guard. The Bulls need a point guard because Lonzo Ball, he's not good. They need to have a point guard
It's a
while he's
1 year
healing up or
rental.
whatever. Like,
Yeah, 1 year rental. Get him out.
Man,
Get him in,
ain't
get him out.
he's not gonna last for no fucking year in that position. Like if you need, like if you're the Bulls and you're in need of a point guard, now out of all the available point guards to get,
I'm
are you putting CP3 at number one based on what? I'm just
no.
saying.
CP3 is too busy. CP3 is too busy groveling to stay in Phoenix. He don't want to go for nothing. He's leaving kicking and screaming.
Yeah,
Nah,
he
he
is.
no. He's gonna pick to
I
be
don't know.
honest. He's gonna pick where he wants to retire at.
Where does he
If he
retire
feels,
at?
I mean, right? I mean, I was being facetious earlier when I say he's gonna be a Laker, but I meant a
Uh,
backup Laker. I didn't mean like a starting Laker.
so y'all saying he gonna really play and suit up and shit next year?
I mean, as a backup, giving you about 15 minutes,
Yeah, I
yes,
haven't
he is
been
a
watching him that
solid
long.
person. He,
Yeah.
he no, he's solid. But when that that's just like the problem I have with everybody comparing LBJ with 10 years ago LBJ. Okay, you're asking them to do the same minutes at his 20th season, but your only comparison is the 10 years ago LBJ.
Yeah.
You don't have a up to date person that you can compare him with. And when he was told that he had to have surgery, he still said, "Nah, I'm gonna push it till I can't push it no more." But then get mad when they don't get it right. It's like, come on, man, stop being delusional. Because if you ever wore a boot as a player, I don't care if it's football, baseball, basketball. I don't even care if it's hockey. If you ever wore a boot before, you know you was in that boot for a reason. They don't just give you a boot, they'll hand you a brace at the drop of a hat. But when they put you in a boot to immobilize the leg of the foot, come on, man. It's a problem. Oh, and I looked at that video y'all was talking about Lonzo Ball knee. Man, I'm hurting for Zoe. I finally found that doctor y'all video y'all was talking about. So I see what y'all talking about.
Hey, this is my last comment. I'm gonna say that I'm a breakout. It's crazy how the ball boys got bad knees and ankles. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe y'all should just get some Nikes. All right, y'all. I'm out.
All right, Bill. Wow, he snuck in that good shot real quick. That was a good shot. But I'll be happy. I'll say this. I'm happy for the NBA Finals because it's not a sweep, and these are closer games than we thought that they would be, regardless on who wins. And I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure if people were expecting Denver to sweep the rug or blow them out every game, but it definitely
No, people expect that.
yeah,
People did expect that,
yeah,
but that that's unrealistic
right,
because Denver is a streaky team.
yeah,
They're not a I'm gonna put my foot on your throat and watch you gasp for air like a goldfish. You
yeah.
dig what I'm saying?
They
They
don't
they
need to
they
actually. Not
mm,
all the time. They don't need to all the time.
th- it's
They're in
hard
the
for me
West.
to huh?
They're in the West.
Yeah, but okay. I'll honestly
Who's
say
not
this.
streaky? Just look at the lineup out west. Now, what team out there right now in 2023 is not streaky? See what I'm
I
saying?
can agree with you. I'm agreeing with you on that method.
Yeah.
But I have one pushback.
All right.
I was stationed in Denver. I
Yeah.
understand the difference between air quality. There's
Oh
only
yeah.
one other team in the NBA that should be able to handle with them going
Total.
energy wise
Yeah. Stability.
and all out stability and pressure. And that should be Portland.
Yeah.
Okay. But Denver should be running everybody with their tongue out their mouth up and down the court, even though Joker's slow. That's the only thing that's helping him because of that Denver air. That man, I was stationed up there for 8 years. When I first got there, and trust me, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Right.
It took me 3 months to get myself together.
Oh
But
yeah.
see, when I would come and visit everybody,
Yeah.
man, just play football, just play basketball. It didn't matter. I'm running so much up and down the court. Everybody like, hold up, he was fast before, but where he get this durability from? So I mean, that's also why I'm so happy that Michael Porter Jr. is finally happy
Right.
and healthy.
Yeah.
Cause that young man then had 3 back surgeries.
Right.
One at the one at the college, 2 in the pros, and he's finally healthy. Remember when he was drafted, he was already playing like this in college.
Yeah.
He finally getting back to his college type athleticism.
Right.
So that's a hard 3-headed monster, man. That's
Yeah.
a hard one. So do I give it to Miami? I said Miami in 6, but in my heart of hearts, no.
That was your initial. That was your initial pick.
No, I said it
Oh
because
okay.
I'm a Pat
Oh
Riley
you.
fan.
Oh okay. Okay. You can't go against that. Shit.
But realistically,
Yeah. On
logically,
paper, on the court. When it's time to
yeah,
go on the court.
yeah,
Okay.
nah, man, that's a hard wall, man. I played point guard.
Right.
Uh, Come on, man. You're
Yeah.
going against 6'10" athletic at small forward. You're going
Yeah.
against 6'10" power forward athletic.
Yeah.
Now and he's a streaky shooter, but that athleticism, both of them go up and down when it comes to rebounding.
Yeah.
But overall, do you see the spring in their step
Yeah.
when they on the court?
Yeah.
When they go for that rebound?
Mhm.
I mean,
And
I
other
can't
teams are like,
put
they literally
yeah.
like, they barely making it.
So it's like prime example. Now because of I'm gonna throw this player in there, but I'm coming back to Denver, but I'm gonna use him as a metaphor. Okay, KD, prime example. We are not used to a 7 foot small forward. I mean, yeah, a 7 foot small forward. Okay, so why wouldn't we think that he's gonna grab rebounds or be great as a help defender? He's freaking 7 foot.
Mhm. Yeah.
7 foot. Okay. Small forward. We're used to what? 6'6", 6'7",
Mhm.
6'8" at the most.
Mhm.
But most 6'8" are not speedy, not crafty. Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10" and speedy and crafty.
Yeah.
So that wall that you're going against, that's a three-headed monster just in height. That's hard to get over.
Yeah.
So you need every three ball you can make because you already know it's gonna be hard going in the paint. And then you got Murray, who's finally back healthy.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on now.
Yeah. He's having
I mean,
a great postseason altogether.
right. That so that's four out of your five starters. No wonder why you can have a KCP concentrate on his defense, get a couple of highlights by making a three or two. But let's be honest, KCP not putting up numbers. Everybody making it sound like he's averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah.
So th- at this point, on paper, on the court, I don't see them beating. I really don't see them beating Denver because Miami will have to be a consistent 3 point threat. Consistent,
They
not just
definitely not.
average. You can't have an average night like
Yeah.
tonight. Tonight was a average night.
Yeah.
Game one was a that was a below average night. I'm sorry. That
Yeah.
game one was a below average night.
Yeah.
But you
Could
cannot
have went
have
either way.
a
Yeah.
yeah, there is no average. You either gotta make every shot because you already know it's gonna be hard to go in the middle like that.
Yeah.
So I really can't see it. So I'm gonna tip my hat off to Denver, even though I love what Pat Riley's doing in Miami, and even though I'm a LBJ fan, I'm gonna honestly tip my hat like, hey man, y'all got it this year.
Yeah, they
But
had a great season. He had an awesome season. That was great.
I mean, I'm happy, really, to be honest. And this what I was telling the other guy that's on. I'm sorry, y'all called
Quiz.
his name and
Yeah.
no, not quiz. The
Zen.
the yeah,
Yeah.
Zen.
Yeah.
Just like I was telling him, I'm happy for the Lakers season and Miami season
Yeah.
because by paper, as we all been NBA fans for years, they was not supposed to be in the conference finals.
Right.
Regardless on what anybody want to say, they was
No.
not supposed to be by paper, by history of the NBA in their conference finals. I'm done. I'm happy.
Yeah, nobody had but either of them in the Western or East, especially
No,
East.
I mean, nobody did. Other than honestly,
Core
other than
core Heat fans, those downright. Yeah, but outside of
well,
that, nah,
okay, the Heat didn't change until they added Love, another tough player.
yeah,
So they was that they was actually two positions down. Because at the beginning of the seasons, I said they needed two power forwards. Okay, they have one and Love. So just think if they had that other powerful, a decent, let me not say decent, a average power forward to come off of the bench, then I will put them in contention. But with them not having another body to bang with Gordon, a
yeah,
lot of people make it sound like Gordon is light in the ass. He's not. He's built solid, yeah.
yeah. He's already established his reputation. He don't need to.
Right.
Yeah,
He's not soft by far when it
no,
comes to those rebounds. And his second jump is just like Zion coming out of college.
yeah.
His second jump is still quick. So with the Heat not having that another power forward with a quick jump or a 6'11", 7-footer type power forward, no, I
Yeah.
don't give it to Miami. And I'm sorry. I'm not being I have never been a delusional person, so I won't be because I follow NBA. Just like how you brought up Chris Paul. Here's my thing about Paul. Pick where you want to retire. But here's my thing. No, you coming off the bench this time because for the past 3 seasons, and I'm gonna show the last 3 seasons. When have he not had a ground problem?
That's what I'm saying.
From all the minutes, when have he not had a ground problem?
I know you're gonna get tired of that shit
So
year after
why
year.
not? So now, mind you, around the NBA, people say Phoenix got one of the best help people in the game, and you and Phoenix still having the same chronic problem.
Hmm.
So so as a fan, I gotta look at with that team of rehabbers. It has to be the minutes that you're trying to play. So now pick where you want to be. Do you want to be in Portland? Do you want to be in New York? Do you do you maybe want to be in Miami? Do you want to be even in Boston, LA, Clippers? It don't matter. Wherever you want to retire, that's where you take your next minimum contract because you done made the money. You done honestly made the money.
Yeah, you might as well get
So
ready for journalism, broadcasting, or something.
exactly.
Something.
That's where I'm going at with it. Pick where you want to be, and yes, put your tombstone right there, and
Hey, you had a good
yes,
run.
call it a
Yeah,
day.
yeah, you had a good run. You weren't able to come away with the chip or whatever, but hey, that's the minority. Everybody that come in the league know that the minority. I mean, the minority is people that with the chips. It's only a small group of people that got that ring and the trophy.
But
Most of the
but
people in the league just play. That's it.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. Chris Chris was damaged goods once West wanted to leave him here in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
See, when West left him here in New Orleans, that turned him salty and into a self person. Yes, he went to the Clippers and played good. Yes, I'll give it that. But his mindset changed when West left him here as a Hornet, because there was a Hornet then. That that's when everything changed.
I remember that.
So nah, I, I I've he has put in enough to be considered as a Hall of Famer. I think he will get the gold jacket, get the nod. But to be honest, he has never been someone after that year. He hasn't been someone that I will build a organization around. What he does on the court is good and great, but as far as being that pillar that you'll say, okay, I need 4 more pillars, then I can put my walls up. Nah, he's just been a great individual player. So could I see him in LA? Yeah, but that will be a business decision. You dig what I'm saying? Um, could I see him staying in Phoenix? Yes, because it is him trying to restore his legacy.
Yeah.
Um, I really don't see him going nowhere else other than to be a teacher to a another point guard. Or if a team is going to bring him in as a player to evaluate bringing him on as a coach, not a head coach, now not a head coach,
Yeah,
like
look at
more
Popeye
more
Jones. Give it up for Popeye
right,
Jones with the Nuggets and shit. Yeah.
right. Not that I could see happening. Regardless if it isn't Phoenix or LA, I'll
Yeah,
be
any
taking a
team.
harder
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah.
I'll definitely be taking a harder look at that. So whoever he winds up with, if it's not the Suns, I'll be looking at, okay, did they bring him in only the mentor, or did they bring him in to try to think he's going to produce? Because I'll be honest, he's about next year he was supposed to get like 49 mil, right? You do realize that, right? I
You said
would have
no,
cut
I
him
didn't.
too.
Mm.
No, his contract um was the only one till next year. Westbrook, LeBron, and one other player contract ends this year. Chris was the only one extending 1 more year.
Mm.
So he was supposed to get up to like 49 mil
Mm.
next year. You're gonna give him 49 mil to be on the bench again?
Mm. It's a liability.
When
Big
you can go
liability.
when you can go get at least 2 players at 20 mil each, and another player at 9 mil, so you can get 3 players for the price of one
Mm.
that can play and produce. What would you rather do? Because now don't get me wrong, I'm mad that LeBron had a foot problem. Yeah, I'm mad, but if I look at it, this the first time in 20 years. This about to be the first time this man go under a knife. I would contemplate retiring too. I ain't never had a surgery before in 20 years. This the first time my body's demanding that I get a surgery. You wouldn't be worried going under the knife? Hell, DC Fly wife just died from going under the knife. Um, Somebody else had died from going under the knife too, and you had Kanye mama, and you had people died going underneath that knife. So I mean, I'm like him, man. I mean,
It's not
I
automatic.
got yeah, like I don't know about this one. A foot problem's a foot problem.
Yeah, shit. Have surgery on my foot if I can't stand up. Don't go recommend me based on some. Oh, you're not gonna be able to run up and down the court at 40 years old. Fuck running up and down the court.
Man,
Yeah, at 40.
I- I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of people that didn't give it to the captain, right?
Yeah,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of
yeah.
people didn't give it to him. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed that man career. I played point guard and still love this career. Now we have a younger guy who took the mantle. This record ain't going away for a while.
Yeah.
So me personally, I was happy with him just breaking the record this year. I didn't expect for him to to make the playoffs. Hell, I definitely didn't expect for him to make it to the conference finals. So now, this is the time where you really gotta ask players once again: do you want the bag or do you want the ring? I know, and I realize that is a hard decision. You dig what I'm saying? I realize that. But you gotta ask them, do you want the ring or do you want the bag? Cause you do realize a bag come when they win the ring,
Yeah, they want a
regardless,
quick bag
because
though. They want a quick bag.
right, because that sponsorship coming.
Yeah.
Hell, even Udonis Haslam have been getting sponsorships in the Miami area, and we all know he been taking a pay cut for years.
Yeah.
He even less his role to just stay on the team. So, do you want the ring or do you want the bag? Make the decision, pimp. But I I I gotta give it to Denver because unlike Philly, when you say trust the process, Denver has proven trust the process. Our
Yeah.
process work. Unlike Philly, our process work. But I'm definitely happy with these finals. I'm gonna leave you with that because I gotta go in here and review some music. But man, I love these finals. I'm
Yeah.
just mad, huh?
No, it's been a good playoffs all together. Actually, the whole
And and
thing for
and,
me. Yeah.
and, and think about it. Popovich gave up on Bam. Chicago gave up on Butler, and
Yeah.
look at where they at.
Yeah.
They'd improved all the original doubters wrong.
Yeah.
Wait. So I I just wonder. I'm I'm gonna ask you this question. What do you think of the whole Wamba Yamba situation?
Uh, well, we've seen this hype before, haven't we? Amount of hype.
Yeah, it was Zion. Uh-huh.
So the only thing with hype is when the letdown actually comes, nobody really wants to, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, we overdid it, or, or really tell you, hey, this motherfucker was overrated, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that's the case with him, but uh, the expectations and the assumptions based on something that you haven't seen, especially when it comes to athletics, I mean, history speaks for itself. Yeah, does he have the potential, and does he present himself as, hey, uh, top prospect or whatever? Yeah, we all want to see that, but we all don't want to see all this hype, and then one or two games in the season, you know, something goes down, gets injured, off the court problems, whatever.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig it.
nobody's
So
really you don't hear from anybody there.
okay, now this, this was the point that I brought up, the difference between the two games. Okay, internationally, they don't bang. It is more like a gentle bang.
Yeah,
In the NBA, they bang physically and
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
So I don't know if he's built for that American style banging
right,
when it comes to that trench.
yeah,
So that's the only concern I have. But I do agree that he will still be a, somewhat of a project
yeah,
for at least 2 seasons.
yeah.
I'm not delusional saying they're gonna make it to the championship next year,
Finals,
but
yeah,
yeah, but I'm saying I see at least about a 2 year project, and then you see where he stand. Almost, I'm uh, I'm viewing him how to view how we've been viewing most Duke players of late. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like because the recent Duke players in the last 10 years, they don't normally produce to their third year, their third or their fourth year. Even though we done hype the hell out of them
yeah,
all the way through. Oh yeah, he's the next phenom. He's gonna make us forget about blah 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 blah. Okay, then they get out there, just like you said, they get hurt, or they're not producing, or they just wash out within the first 2 years. But I think on the back end of his second season, I think we'll really be able to see what he brings to the game.
yeah.
Like
Well, no,
everything else will be early. We already know he can shoot. We
yeah,
already know he can finger roll.
right,
We know what shoes on. He's 7'5". Okay, got it. Good. Will he be built for the banging, or will he need to put on more weight a
yeah,
little bit to be able to handle the middle? Okay. Then after that, everything else will open up.
yeah,
I'm my only concern with his game
yeah,
is the banging part. Other than for that, I have no concerns with his game because hell, the man can shoot,
yeah,
and I can't go against he can shoot.
yeah.
Okay, so who do you have getting picked at number 2?
Yeah, this is where the argument comes in at.
Say what?
I said this is where the party and the argument comes in at number 2. Everybody else after him. It's really tough to
Okay,
tell. I mean, there is no walk away. Oh, without a doubt, no matter about it, it's gonna be Scoot. It's gonna be Brandon. I mean, it depends on what they work out and who's. I mean, what Charlotte is ready to do. What Charlotte
well,
ready to do?
well, who looking at the roster, who, what position you think they need?
Technically, all of them, but for this purpose, I don't know. It's still kind of tough, man, to say one or the other. The most
Okay,
important position that they need. Oh man. Okay,
okay, well,
not shooting guard then. Off the table. They do not need another shooter. There's
okay,
many
now,
shooters on the team. So why go after a shooter? Why?
okay, now, okay, so you saying draft Scoop? I have no problem with that, right? Now, here's here's my two outlooks at it. If you draft Scoop, you can run a double point guard situation, even though LaMelo is a tall point.
Yeah.
You can still run a double point guard situation and proceed on, right?
Yeah.
All right. I s- I say draft Murray and run a double small forward situation,
Yeah.
just like Chicago did with the Bulls,
Yeah.
because Mike really should have been uh, a small forward, but at 6'6" for those years in the NBA, because we huh?
Hold on one second. Oh, that's one of them. Yeah, I never did it from here. No. I never did it from here though. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. You there?
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the now here's the reason why I say run a double small forward situation. We all can remember T Mac, right?
Right.
Wh- to T Mac, I'm sorry. To have that type of 6'8" frame will stop the next shooting guard from shooting.
Yeah.
So that will help you on the defensive side also.
Right.
And it won't be so hard, but they're gonna pass the ball on the other team. Why would you get your shot blocked over passing the ball?
Right.
So either way is a good outlook, but its longevity is which one has the longer upside that you think. See, but you see my two different outlooks on it.
Yeah. No, I see it. That's what I'm saying. We're not sure if what we're looking at in terms of what the market is right now, even on draft day. You know what I'm saying? By the time the season starts, the market could change. Dynamics could change. Everybody wait on to see what Charlie gonna do. Shit.
Yeah, because they they're gonna make or break the draft,
That's what I'm saying.
the whole draft order.
Yeah. So it'll be very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, even when they didn't get number one, which I thought they was, they still got to be happy with their pick. But man, they got to make some of it.
I
Definitely
did.
got to make some of it.
I'll be honest. I didn't see them getting the number one pick. I thought it was gonna go to the other team. Shit.
Rockets,
I think it is the Rockets.
yeah,
When I had looked at
the order, yeah,
the um the um the standards,
yeah,
the standings. I'm sorry.
right.
When, no, not the Rockets. I thought it was gonna be Detroit.
Oh
But
yeah,
then I thought about it. I said they're not gonna send that dude to Detroit. They're not gonna do that.
that'd have been ugly. It'd have been nice for Detroit though, but ugly for the Eastern Conference.
Well, I say no because Detroit got Wiseman
Yeah,
from Memphis and they got that
yeah,
other center from Memphis. So they
yeah,
already have two centers. They have two centers.
yeah,
So why would you send a third center there?
yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think Wiseman was being used right in Golden State. I'll say that. I think his game his game is more like a crafty, almost Elijah Wan,
Yeah.
but not Elijah Wan type footwork. So maybe I want to say more David Robinson
Yeah.
type skill,
Yeah.
but and then you have the younger guy that they just got from Memphis. The last draft is more built like a Ben Wallace type center.
Yeah.
He's like 6'10" and a half, broad shoulders, almost the White Howard type situation, but he has a Ben Wallace type game.
Yeah.
So I can't see all three of them at practice trying to buck for minutes in a game, bro. I can't.
Yeah, that would look
That's
kind of messed up. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you have to run. You will have to run a twin tower type situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wembanyama, Wiseman, and then your boy come off the bench to anchor and produce points. I mean, and just pray nobody go down.
Oh man.
So I
Yeah.
mean, at that point, that to me, Charlotte is gonna make or break the draft
Yeah.
this time because I think it's Houston that got the third pick.
Yeah.
I think they want Miller. I think no. Is it Portland? Hold on.
Yeah. I think it's Rockets third. I might be wrong though. I didn't write it down.
I'm looking it up right now for us
Oh,
to
okay.
stop guessing. um okay. No, it's Portland. Okay.
Okay.
Portland see the hard thing about it is Portland got Grant.
Yeah.
So would they still get Miller with having Grant and maybe give him time to develop half a season to develop?
Yeah.
That's a hard one
Yeah.
because then I could see Miller slipping down to 4
Yeah.
and Portland drafting who they really need
Yeah.
because they need a power forward
Yeah.
and a center
Yeah.
or a backup point guard.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's bananas. The Charlotte the uh yeah, that's gonna be weird. That Charlotte gonna be the one to shake up a draft again,
Yeah.
just like they have done in the past years.
Yeah.
Charlotte gonna be that team.
Good team.
Well, all right, big brother. It's been nice, and
All right, man. Okay, bro. Take
I'ma
it easy,
holler
man. All right.
later.
All right. So that was a misquote on Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, that's too big of a story for that to be true. I think Thunder wrote in the chat. I think Thunder wrote in the chat. Joker had 12 rebounds, but he just had 20. So I don't know. It might go 6 games.
Devastated. We're gonna get back tomorrow, man. Peace and love.
Okay. Okay. Peace out.